What's good with y'all?
I'm at my worst, but I will never show it as simple. They did me dirt, but I will never hold it against them. I'm having problems showing God that I'm really thankful. I'm way too fast to beat the block with all of my chains on. Not giving in, I'm taking on the pain that I'm made for. My realest friends, now they only call me for paper. I'm trying to vent, but by the end they ask for a favor. Just want me locked away, I had to pray to get a bond. Game member to the state, but I'm a father to my son. Kill yeah, man, I can make it like I'm balling for nothing. No one will listen to me unless I go and make a song. So I went and made a song. It goes something like this. We tired of dying, we tired of crying. Let the hood say we tired of dying, we tired of crying. Let the hood say. I'm on the stage, I had to duck the rifles and the choppers. I'm way content, but somehow still ain't got it right with Guala. I don't agree with Toriano, but that's still my partner. Just on the script, he always told me I would be somebody. I was a kid when they killed Fred. I was jail on these killers. Then I got older and noticed it'd be better if I kill him. Mama do whatever she can, but it's hard without no figure. So when she get her income tax, that's when we celebrate Christmas. Till every day I still call Frederick on the father. Even though I found out that he ain't my father, I'm thankful for that pain, it turned me to a monster. Nigga, in other words, that's what really got me. I'm still your son, nigga. I swear to God, I bleed this in our shit. I bleed this short shit. Raised me and shit like we was real brothers. I'm trying to find out who did that to him. Made by rap about it too much. Niggas gon' take it to the headstone. I'm on the top floor with 3 sluts. My baby mama say I'm dead wrong. You know I really can't say much, but I've been aiming at the endless about you, dog. About you, dog. About you, dog. About you, dog. Not my dog. Not my dog. Not my dog. I'm screaming. Not my dog. Shy introduced me as her brother, then we end up fucking. I should've kept it in my pants, cause now I lost a friend. The beef was deep around that time, was trying to cross McCann. This before the minor Jalen Pruitt had a kid. At this time, I don't even think that he was popping pills. This before the Michael P. Rock hit me in that film. They tell Sinead I'm growing up, I'm finally being fair. About so many problems, tell Jack I asked about it. We come from a small city, my brother had my position. I never hold against you, I never hold against you. Heard that Brian caught about it. Imagine that when we was sitting in front of Poobie house. Wonder why I sit in silence, cause it's some shit that I ain't get to talk to Duke about. Never thought that Jay would move on, but girl, that nigga better treat you right. And I get this feeling I'm alone, just like up under tail lights.
I know. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Good morning to the folks that's coming in. I'm debating on playing one more song just to give people. I'm a little sore. Just to give people some more time to come in here. We're debating on playing one more song. Like, why my Apple Music doing this? Like, what's up with all this weird stuff my Apple Music doing? Like, all these weird additions and all type of crazy stuff. Like, what? Like, what? What's good, y'all? We getting started after this. No, I can't start on this song. Can't start on this song. My op's dead and I want to hear it. Nigga, you an OKC fan. I forgot. You picked OKC. When me and you talked about this years ago, you picked OKC. It's like, come on now. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We're going to close it out right here. We're going to close it out right here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Happy Sunday. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, y'all. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Be Young, I got you too. Whisper my name. The bang. We're good, Joe. What's good with y'all? The music is like the warm up though. You know what I'm saying? Skip. Alright, 1 minute, whisper my name and gonna go ahead and get started. Alright, 1 minute, this is when we get started. Good morning, everybody that's in here. If you on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, y'all. Shout out to Facts and Stats on the weekends. Shout out to y'all for supporting the show. Shout out to y'all for being here on a Sunday. Hopefully everybody prayed this morning as well and had a great breakfast. All about y'all, I had a great breakfast. What else? Fly. We and Dynasties over here. First time chatter. What's up? What's up, King Real? About me? I'm trying to text my man. Where's his, I need to save his number. Hold on. What's his number at? Where's his number at? Hold on, I'm trying to... We got 25 people, I think, right now on Twitch. Shout out to y'all. We got 22 right now on YouTube. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Griff is in the building. What's the word, gang?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Oh yeah. Like, who in here excited to hear what West got to say today? I'm looking forward to what that nigga got to say today, because he had the audacity to tell me yesterday that Chet wasn't playing pussy this series. And in the game 7, the biggest game of the freaking series, the biggest game of his career, at least SJ said that game yesterday was the biggest game of his career. So that means Chet ought to think the same, right? He got to. I'm looking forward to what West got to say today, y'all. I gotta hear what that brother gotta say. I really do. Hold on. Let me fix my thing. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's not fixed, y'all. Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I forgot I texted him. It honestly don't matter what West gotta say. We saw what Chet is, what it is with Chet outside the top 25 and the bitch versus Wemby. Just want to say, I love everybody across all 3 platforms. It's probably some people watching on Twitter right now too. Love y'all too. Love everybody on Twitch. Love everybody on YouTube. Yeah, man. Something big happened yesterday, obviously, in both ways. OKC losing, and also Wemby and this young core making their first NBA Finals, their first run. Is Goods coming out? Let me read some of y'all comments. Is Good coming out Saturday? Yeah, Goods coming out. I think Goods coming outside. I think Goods coming outside. I think Goods front line. I think Goods gonna be front line today. Barry said, bow, bow, bow. Don't run. What's in Goods? We better see your face today, Goods. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were saying some bullshit. That's Joe. Smoking OKC pack. Okay. I heard OKC fans coping just in case they lost because Jada was out. I don't know. Okay. Let me go to Twitch. We in for a great one today. I told you Spurs and 7 over Thunder. Chat some shit. We end dynasties over here. Knicks win it all. They have everything besides the 7-4 big man, but Cat will come ready to ball. Mike Brown, defensive minded coach, will cook something up for the Spurs. Okay. A nigga named Chitler, or hopefully I said that right. Ban the word asterisk, please. Be a man, be a host. What am I not? Not if he gonna say the Spurs should win without J-Dub and AJ. Lawrence, good morning, brother. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
Let's go.
Good morning, everybody that's in here. Welcome back to another Facts and Stats show. Cannot say daily because I'm not able to host a show daily. Obviously, I'm working at IT and things like that, so I am able to be present right now in my current schedule on Saturdays and Sundays. Sundays will get back rocking and popping because literally in 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, the NBA season is out the window and everything NFL. And what's better than being I'm sore. What's better than being a Ravens fan supporting Lamar Jackson with the new weapons that we have, the new coaching that we have, the new coaching staff that we have, and things like that. So we're going to get back to ranking the quarterbacks, running back, wide receivers, tight ends, safeties, corners, linebackers, edge rushers going into this season. We're going to take a dive into every single division. What do we expect out of the Commanders, the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, who had a great offseason, by the way. What are we looking forward to seeing out of the Packers? I'm going to try to see if I can name every division off the top of my head. The Packers, the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings. Then we're going to see what the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and the Rams are looking like. And then we're going to go down to the worst division probably still in football. But hopefully it's better. Y'all know I like that Tyler Chuck nigga, whatever his name is. We're going to see what the Saints, the Bucks, the Falcons, and the Panthers on. What the Panthers build on some of the success they had last season. Then we're going to head over to the AFC and see what the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Chargers is on. Boom. And then we're going to see what the Bills, the Patriots, what the Patriots repeat a lot of their success that they had last season again. The Jets, the Dolphins. And then we're going to see, no, Ev, don't fold. And then we're going to see what the Jaguars, the Colts, the Texans, and Titans is on. And then we're going to close it out with the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals. All right. That was actually impressive in my opinion. So yeah, that was all the teams and all the divisions. We're gonna dive into all the divisions, and Yeah, man. So I'm super duper excited for that. That's gonna be picking up in July, roughly. Late June, late June, early July, after the NBA draft. Because after the finals, we'll be dominating with the draft talks. Chet was soft as fuck last night. NBA Spacehead. Okay. So, with that being said, y'all, if you're watching on YouTube, do me a solid and hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out for anybody that's surfing on YouTube on this lovely Sunday to come across the Fact and Stats platform, be willing to come on the stage, because everybody can come on the stage. I don't just sit up here and talk by myself, although I am comfortable with doing so, as y'all can clearly see. So just hit that thumbs up button for me. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I think 1,231 subscribers. And then if you want to extend your support for the platform, feel free to become a member as well for as low as like $4 or $5, $5 a month. And the link to become a member is in the description on this video. If you want to join the stage, y'all, if you're on YouTube, you have to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. The Discord is about to get posted in the chat right now for you all. The Discord is about to get posted right now in the YouTube chat, and then also night. I will get to the Twitch side of things in a second. So that's how you would join the stage if you're on YouTube. Y'all, this platform was built for anybody to come on the stage and speak their mind. I've been preaching that for like 4 years now. I'm going to forever preach that. We got 30 people on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. I'm going to forever preach that, y'all. You know, this is a daily sports show, or start off as a daily sports show 7 days a week. Then it shifted to like 5 days a week. And now you'll see my face at least 2 days out of the week. At least 2 days out of the week. Unless it's like a big trade happen. We get Giannis at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. I don't give a damn what I'm doing. When Giannis becomes, I'm not going to say if, when Giannis becomes a Miami Heat player, it can be 9 p.m., it can be 12 a.m., it can be 11 p.m. You probably will see my face, and if you don't see my face, you'll see a space. 100%. Like, Giannis is coming to Miami on, like, here nor there. We'll get to that in a second. The Twitch side folks, 1,927 followers on Twitch. Appreciate all you all for the support. If you want to join the stage, same thing. You have to join the stage through the Fact and Stats Discord. But then there's a couple of things you guys can do to extend your support for the platform as well. I'm obviously monetized on YouTube. I'm obviously monetized on Twitch. My Twitch been a thing for like 8 years, probably 9 years, whatever. Started off as gaming. Obviously took it to a lot with Fact and Stats purposes. So I am monetized on both platforms. So you may see ads on both platforms. To avoid ads potentially on Twitch, though, if you have Amazon Prime, you could just sub through Amazon Prime. Like, who don't got Amazon Prime? And you do it for free. Well, I'm talking about who don't got Amazon Prime. Well, I always had it, but I just got my own account. But, yeah, you can sub through Amazon Prime literally for free. You just connect your Prime account to your Twitch account, and boom. You just got to do the resub every single month. If you don't have Amazon Prime and you want to extend your support for the platform, where you just want to become a sub and or avoid ads, you can just become a sub right there through Twitch. And that's that. I said everything I needed to be said. That needed to be said. We're going to go ahead and jump into the show. Right now, when you join the Discord, you will see the live show stage. Hold on. You will see the live show. Hold on. The live show stage. And when you join the live show stage, let me just go on deaf real quick just in case somebody come here and cut me off. Hold on. Damn, I can't even make it small. Who you got winning the finals? I don't got an answer for that yet. Right now, I'm like 55 Knicks, 45 Spurs. All right, so when you join the Discord, you will join the Discord, and I only want people to join the Discord that plan on talking about the game. Like, if you don't plan on talking about the game right here or any of the topics on hand, please just refrain from joining the stage, because when I am hosting, when I see you on the stage, I like to come to the people that's on the stage, because I'm assuming they're going to chime in on the game last night, or the Spurs or OKC and things like that. You would expect NBA Finals talks from a series perspective, probably Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, one of them days, whether it's in spaces with Heverson, Jordan, or West hosting or co-hosting, or whether I just do something in the evening or something like that to be able to talk about it via YouTube and Twitch, like 6 o'clock probably, or like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That's definitely a possibility as well. I might do that actually. I might do a show on Wednesday at 7 p.m. with the game being at 8:30. I don't know. I might do something like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. 6:30 to like 8:15. 6:30 to 8. So I'll probably do something like that. But yeah, man, that's that. OG, good morning, brother. Of course, not going to change every game. No, not really. I really don't care who wins. I really don't care who wins this series. to be honest. I didn't care who won the last series either. That's why I wanted to cancel the bet with OG, but it's still I might have canceled the bet, but it's here nor there. It's no biggie. It is what it is. Like I've been said that beginning of the game one. I meant to cancel the bet, so it is what it is. They still had the opportunity to win the game last night. They still had the opportunity to win the series. They just didn't do it. So topics of the show today, or you can see in the title, Wemby and the Spurs defeat OKC to advance to the finals. Early OKC outlook, they got a couple of question marks this offseason when it comes to get under the second apron. I think they're like $39 million over the second apron. And then also, should they jump in on the Giannis sweepstakes? Question to you all. And then may or may not talk about the NBA draft lottery reform. I might just leave that to them to talk about in the space, to be honest. But it's there just because. So we got about 40 people, 35 to 40 people on Twitch. Good little crowd on YouTube. So we got some folks top wanting to chime in. So I'm going to take it right into the game from yesterday. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs advanced to the NBA Finals, defeating OKC 4-3 in this lovely 7-game series that we just had. 111 to 103. And my thoughts before the talks get all around the world today. You know, I don't even know what's going to happen with the talks today, but let me at least just get my thoughts out pretty clean. My bad, I was throwing deaf. Let me get my talks out pretty clean real quick before everybody else will chime in. Box score read real quick. Champagne damn near arguably. Sue, appreciate that sub, brother. Appreciate you subscribing, Sue. Champagne arguably damn near like the player of the game last night. 20 points, knocked down 6 threes, only made 3-point field goals, nothing else. A lot of his three that he made was big. It either silenced OKC run or kept the Spurs afloat, especially with them playing on the road. Fox, you know, as much as he's bad, I think he steps up in moments when needed the most. Because people always say Fox this, Fox that. If Fox wasn't on his team, they would not be in NBA Finals right now. Like people, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. If he was on the team, they would not be in the finals right now. Devin Vassell had a great series overall to me, offensively and defensively. Last night he did struggle from the field, but he finished with 11 points and 6 rebounds. But then Stephon Castle been pretty steady throughout this series. First Western Conference Finals series and or run. I think he averaged like 17 in this series. Was pretty effective defensively and also as a playmaker for them. Did finish with 6 turnovers, but that's okay for the most part. Dylan Harper, big time shot making in the second half of this game. One shot was like a mid-range pull-up on the right side of the court. The other one was a 3 over SGA, I believe, that made it a 12-point game with 4 minutes to go. So, shout out to Dylan Harper as well. And Keldon Johnson even had his quick little own 5-0, 7-0 run, whatever it was, I think in the second half, basically more so fourth quarter as well. So, yeah, man, that's the Spurs side of things on a box score perspective. I'm going to read OKC off real quick and then get my thoughts. Yeah, I know I'm honest. Yeah. I'm going to say it one more time. I love all Kentucky players equally. Like, literally all equally. But, you know, obviously I think I lean to one more than others and things like that. But, and Devin Booker. But this is why I wasn't really hearing, like, as an argument, the ball handling thing. Because the aggression that he came out and played with yesterday was what I was asking for in Game 6. Was what I was asking for in different games throughout this series. Because at the end of the day, you know, they were going to win this because of him and what he can do offensively as a scorer and or playmaker. And I said yesterday, all I want to see out of him would be either you score the ball efficiently or you play make or you get to the line. He did all 3 yesterday, and they still lost. So, like, he did all 3 yesterday, and they still lost the game. And I'm going to get to the other clown for why they lost the game, in my opinion. But, you know, like, this wasn't a J-Dub or an A.J. Mitchell thing. Yeah, would they would have helped SGA or the OKC team overall? 100%. Could they still have won this game without them? 100%. You know, so, I mean, you know, it ain't like you got established in the chat. No shade, but you got established in the chat saying, bro, look at our starters. Inserting 7 laughing emojis. Well, nigga, look at number 7. Because your 2 brothers told me he's a top 15 player in the NBA. But that top 15 player in the NBA didn't even want to look at the rim.
But niggas is blaming niggas other than shit.
That top 15 player, with all the respect, I got to go on Defin real quick. That's why we going on Defin, because I know somebody going to cut me off. That top 15 player shot the ball 2 times. 2 times in the first quarter, I think, and then shoot the ball again since. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what I was told. Yeah, he needs J-Dub and AJ Mitchell to set him up and get easy looks and things like that, right? But then we'll speak on his defense, right? But shout out. Then we'll speak on his defense and things like that. But if your offensive game, quote unquote, right, is so reliant on other guys and what they can do for you, I got you, D-Mac, and what they can do for you, how are you then top 15? Because you're arguably a top 3 defender in the sport. Like if I go play basketball right now, how do you win the game? You win the game by putting the ball in the hoop. Basketball is always going to be driven by the offensive side of the ball at the end of the day. Point blank, period. This is why I knew he was checked. 3 things, actually. This man had De'Aaron Fox on him, right? He didn't even attempt to post up, on my soul. He didn't even attempt to post up. That's one. The other time with the left corner, y'all know what I'm talking about. He had a wide open 3. He passed up the 3, didn't even shoot it. The third time is the other one where we saw with him on the right wing this time, basically in the corner a little bit, and he had Wemby, just him and Wemby. He didn't even attempt. He didn't even try. He didn't even think about it. Like, bro, he was on the basketball. My legs. He was on the basketball court and didn't even think about trying to attack anyone. Like, literally anyone. Like, he didn't try to attack anyone. My bad, I had to go in different real quick. He didn't try to attack anyone. So, like, that was my issue with Chet yesterday. I don't want to hear the J-Dub and AJ Mitchell and what they can do for Chet and things like that. No, he was the problem. Casey Wallace, Kentucky guy, hooped. Caruso didn't shoot too well, but it impacted, whatever out of Caruso. Jalen Williams, I expected him to play better at home. He did that. Jared McCain, he tried. Liability on defense for the most part, but offensive side, he tried when SGA was out on the court at the end of the day. I'm going to give him some flowers for that. Lou Dort's a shitter. I heart or whatever it is, bruh. Luke Cornett, great game-saving block or game-changing block on him. I feel like our heart was... I guess he made the right decision. I wouldn't. I guess. You got the steal. Yeah, I guess, whatever. He lost the ball before he even got to the rim anyway. I mean, when he was in the air, he lost the ball anyway. So, to the game, I think Wemby, Champagny, Keldon, Dylan, Fox... Damn, all their guys, they all contributed to this win. Their top 6 guys, they all contributed to this win, and that's why they ended up winning the game, because they all made plays or made shots or got and ones or got finishes right at the right time. Like, a lot of Wemby hit some big-ass threes in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. Harper, big shots. Fox, big shots throughout this game. Like, so really, that's why they won the game, because all their guys, their top 6 guys contributed, for the most part, wasn't effective. Outside of Vassell, he wasn't too effective in this game. I'm sorry, my bad, I said that wrong. But outside of Vassell. So the top 7 guys, actually. And OKC, I mean, just nobody came to help out SGA on the offensive side. And, that was the biggest issue, because Chet is not guarding Wemby. Jalen Williams is. Chet ain't doing nothing offensively. He didn't even care to try to help SGA. Like, if I was SGA, I would have, on me, and I'm going to pass it to D-Mac because I'm rapping. If I was SGA after that game, like, yeah, I'm going to leave you alone in the locker room, bro. I ain't going to bother you in the locker room, bro. Cool. Just you in your head. Reporter's going to be on your ass anyway. You're going to have a lot of questions and things like that. But when I get in my car and I'm driving home to my crib, to my family, I got to give you a call, bro. Yo, pick up phone. Hey, Siri, call Chet Holmgren. Yo, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, nigga, you the top 2 pick in the draft, nigga. Like, you got niggas that support us calling you a top 15 player again. Yeah, I know, bro, but like, it's just Wemby, bro. Like, when I see Wemby, like, it's like when I see Wemby, bro, like, I just be second guessing myself. Like, I be losing confidence in what the fuck you mean you be losing confidence? I just had 35 points. I shot the ball 21 times. You shot the ball 2 times? You a top 15 player? Like, I didn't want to say that to you in the locker room, bro, because niggas is already on your ass. Everybody's asking you this. Everybody's wondering what would happen, things like that. Like, what happened, bro? My bad, bro.
He got nervous.
We gonna get him next year.
That's what happened when you wanted.
We gonna get him next year. That's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I got to say. Thank y'all.
It ain't no next year.
Thank y'all for the support. I would still be talking.
Are you doing that?
What you say, Lo?
Are you doing that? Or is this shit just fucked up?
His shit tweaking. Thank y'all for
his shit is gone.
Thank y'all for the support. I'm about to pass it to D-Back, y'all. Go ahead, D-Back.
Look, this nigga BJ hilarious. The only thing I just like, it was a really fun game. I know like the Spurs were able to kind of keep a solid enough distance, but it never felt like it was completely out of hand, where I think that it was still pretty compelling throughout. So I'm glad that we got an entertaining game 7 from that aspect. Look, Wemby, Wemby showed up, man, and he set the tone early. That little give and go dunk that he put on Chet head, bro, that felt like that should ruin Chet for the entirety of the game. I'm not gonna lie. And then he came down, got the pass. I think it was from Harper, or it might have been from Castle. I can't remember. In transition, pulled up, hit that deeper three as well, man. It just felt like he set the tone early, which is exactly what he had to do. You look at a lot of the Spurs wins. I think it might have been 3 out of the 4 games. He really came out with a mentality and said that he was going to dominate. And I think that just set the tone for the entirety of the team. You said all of the top guys contributed. I know Vassell didn't have a great game, but he still had, moments. He had that nice 3. I think it was a Harper assist. And he had a really nice pull-up jumper later on in the game as well. Obviously, Castle had his moments. Champagne had a few knockdown shots as well. And Dylan Harper, man, with the dagger of the game, stare down SGA, hit a little step back, hit that 3. That really felt like it put the game out of reach, pushed it to 11, I think, with like under 4 minutes to go. And that just, felt like it was all she wrote as far as I was concerned. And y'all know how much I do love Dylan Harper. Man, and I think that kid just had a world of potential. And the fact that he was willing to take that 3 at that moment kind of tells you about his mentality, too. That man has such a bright future. Him and Wemby are going to be an amazing pairing. I will give you credit as far as your shout out to Fox. There were still, as far as the team building aspect, things that I think Fox can be moved on from. But I will say, certainly, as far as the series, and this is the story of the series from the Spurs perspective, first 2 games, even though they win game 1, over 20 turnovers throughout the first 2 games. From games 3 through 7, less than 20 turnovers. I think they finished with 12 in this game specifically. They were able to cut things down when Fox got back, helped them settle down as far as that aspect. And I think you saw the maturity from their other guys as well throughout the series to make less mistakes. That made it easy for OKC to get out in transition because OKC's half-court offense was so limited due to the impact that Wemby had and the fact that they have the perimeter defensive guys that they do too. So the fact that they cut down their turnovers hurt OKC's half-court offense, or offense in general, I should say, significantly enough and allowed them to win the series too. So I can't say enough. I think it's going to be an awesome finals, and we can certainly talk about that in a little bit. From OKC's side, I mean, look, I said SGA is going to have a great game if they're going to have a chance to win. He did that. I've got no notes as far as Game 7 is concerned. We can kind of talk about, hey, your shot diet being more consistent as far as the jumper aspect of it is concerned, because a big piece of what Wemby was able to turn away at the rim hurt him, especially in the half-court offense, and obviously OKC in general throughout the entirety of the series. That's a conversation for games 1 through 6, in my personal opinion, because he had a substandard games 1 through 6 for sure as far as the standards are concerned. But end of the day, I know Dub is hurt. I know AJ is hurt. I understand why that's going to be a point of conversation. For me, this just comes down to Chet didn't show up. You can't be this all-NBA caliber player, this guy that has been put up as a pillar of the franchise, that is supposed to be a top 3 player on this team, supposed to be a star on this team, to be able to step up even when your second guy is out. And you can't have that type of performance. It's inexcusable. There's no rhyme, reason, or, bail that can be given. And this is now, and I think we can go back through the regular season, probably 9 out of 11 games in which he has looked completely ineffective versus Wemby. And that is something that he's just going to have to fix. And until he does, we can say like, hey, he's got this value throughout the regular season. That is awesome. That's cool. They're going to have to go through San Antonio for the foreseeable future. And as long as he's not effective in that matchup, there's only but so much as far as you can do around him being a top 3 player on your team. So don't get me wrong. We could talk about it. I think Thunder still have an excellent team. They have depth. They could have won the series. Chet, in my opinion, was the guy that let him down. SGA had a little bit of substandard 1 through 6 as well, but he showed up in Game 7, played more than well enough to still win this series. To me, I'm hanging this on Chet first and foremost, so we could talk about the ancillary things that outside of that too. And I'm sure Oklahoma City has things that they want to adjust. But that's my general thoughts as far as that is concerned. Shout out to Luke Connect. That block was probably the block of the game. Really fun series between the 2 best teams in the NBA, in my opinion. And we'll move on to the finals.
Yes, sir, my brother. Well said. Appreciate you as well. And don't forget, y'all, if you are in here, you want to join the stage and share your thoughts on this series right here, you can as well. Whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're watching on Twitch. He took 2 shots the whole game. What the fuck? Yeah, the first 6 minutes of the game, you know where he got the ball. He was never going to get the rim. Fact. Big up, Ev. Big up to you, Spurs. Let's see.
Bro, I know you seen that clip, Eb. That nigga Chet got the ball, looked at Wemby, and passed the shit out there, Joe. He said, nah, I'm cool, bro.
Yeah. Two on the right wing, I think. Facts.
Yeah.
I'm about to pass it to you after Joe, though. Joe, and I'm going to still work on getting Wesson Goods in here, y'all. But, Joe, what you got to say as an OKC fan about this series last night that ended?
Disappointing loss. Obviously, it was not the result that I was looking forward to.
What's good, bro?
What's good, bro? How you doing today? Happy Sunday,
You good, Joe? You sound like you've been fucked up all night, gang.
I said what's good, Bray, to somebody in the chat, but what's good, though, Joe?
Yeah, I'm just, one of them nights, bro. Frustration. But yeah, we're here. Yeah, just a lot of bad things this series that kind of kicked us in the ass. And I was like here yesterday and I spoke about it a little bit in terms of like what we didn't have to do, what we couldn't do in order to not lose the game. And we ended up doing that. Like I don't know why we just at a certain point didn't concede the fact of just guarding one-on-one and like stop helping. I get it. This nigga's like 7'6" and he has offensive and defensive gravity that is insane. But the late rotation on the threes and niggas pulling up on the transition threes like Vassell, Champagny, like those guys are certified shooters, and it's like you gotta keep a hand up on them as they're getting the ball up the court because that's just their game. They come up or they gonna get to the spot and they gonna hit them shots. Pathetic performance by a number 2 overall pick. I don't even know why my man's West was defending that nigga in here yesterday. That shit was sad as fuck. And honestly speaking, I understand the fan perspective, but put your glasses on, my brother, and actually see the eye test. That kid got no heart, and that shit is evident even in the regular season. I never want a player like that in my team that just doesn't show up to war or doesn't even try whatsoever. Yeah, man, just shout out to Queso for actually being the only other nigga right there to help on the offensive scoring. McCain tried, but he's just a second-year player. The injuries, the inconsistency, he still has a long way to grow in this league in terms of like just understanding when to take shots because he's like a fucking bunny. Like, he just goes out there and he's going to start spamming shots and it's like, bro, you got to be more decisive on when you have the ball and what you're going to do, especially as a primary ball handler. Caruso was okay. Jalen Williams was okay. Like, everybody was okay. Like I said yesterday, like, I didn't care if SGA came and shot 40 shots. And people, like, I still had friends of mine trolling me, like, your man's only went 4 for 10 second half. And I'm like, bro, you got to understand the depiction of the game. Like, I forgot what was the score I have, but it was like something, 69, 63, something like that. Bro, but he had like 19 and 5. And you see that nobody else is like scoring. So not only second half, the defense also picked up on him. But offensively, when you're the only guy that's scoring at a certain point, you also have to like get somebody else to join the party with you. And for a guy I'm gonna just go back to it, that's like a number 2 pick and not even see the rim or not even attempt to use his length on a mismatch, like it's disgusting, it's pathetic, it's disgraceful, it's shameful, it's everything, any adjective you could put to describe the word of petty. Like you look like a little kid that got bullied. And not only physically you were there, like you weren't there, mentally you weren't there. The whole series, mentally you weren't there. It's okay if you had your little help defense, little rim protecting, couple block shots. I mean, I expect for you to do that as the second best defensive player in the league this year, right? In terms of voting wise, or just overall just being a top 4 rim protector in the league as well too. But just keep going back to the same shit I was telling you about the offensive practices. You grow up watching Kevin Durant and you think that you're gonna mold your game towards him when you really have no moves, no decisive counters, no decisive mid game, no decisive anything. That's at a consistent NBA level for a guy that's been in the league for three years already, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, just sad, bro. You're the first nigga gone on the trading list. I don't give a fuck. Him and Lou Dort, never want to see them again in a Thunder jersey. And respect to Lou Dort, because he was an undrafted free agent and his story's crazy or whatever. And shout out to Haitians, but yeah, man, his defense is like overrated at this point. His 3-point shooting has gone down, hasn't been consistent. If you're gonna be a 3-and-D, you got to give me some 3-pointers or something. And yeah, I think that goes on Mark, honestly, for yesterday a little bit, in terms of like seeing how long Chet and Lou was on the floor. I would have not even played them niggas. I would have just taken Aaron Wiggins or ISO Joe to be in the game. Literally. Because at least they're attempting shots. At least they're putting the ball down on the floor. Lou Dort picks and chooses wants to do that. And Chet ain't even do anything. But he took the first 2 points that he scored in the game were like at the 11 or 10 minute mark. He touched the ball again at like with 9 or 8 minutes left in the first quarter. He did not take no other shot after that. So you're telling me in 3 quarters plus and like whatever game time is, you don't attempt to take a shot? You're getting the ball everywhere on the floor, whether it be up in the perimeter, on the wing, down the block, and you don't do anything? Nah, bro. That's weird. But yeah. Next year. Better luck.
I appreciate that.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, appreciate that, brother. Low or OG, y'all wanted to chime in on the series and your thoughts?
Yeah. If OG want to go though, he can go first. But he ain't saying nothing, so I'll probably just go. Overall in the series, man, it's a great series, man. I was entertained thoroughly from game 1 to game 7, bro. I was entertained. Yeah, there was some blowouts in the mix, but even within those blowouts, there was still entertaining moments for sure. Overall for the series, some notes I'm leaving with. Shea, man, I feel like this series kind of brought out sort of Shea's offensive limitations. Still a hell of a player, of course, 2-time MVP. But I think so. I had a conversation, right? And sort of watching how Shea attacked this defense versus how like a player like Anthony Edwards attacked this defense, right? And I think what gave Anthony Edwards the edge, at least offensively, scoring wise, he's just a way better 3-point pull-up shooter, right? 3-point off the dribble pull-up shooter, catch and shoot, whatever you want to call it. And I think you just sort of saw that in this series that Shea is just not that as of right now, right? Can he make a 3? Hell yeah. He's made a lot of fuck you 3s too. He's made a lot of clutch 3s, all that. But it's just like he can't. That's just not something he can consistently rely on as of right now. And now, I just think that's something he'll probably try to work on going into the offseason or into the offseason, whatever. Wemby, man. Wemby was a motherfucker, bro. I don't even know if you remember this. I asked you this months ago, and OG was with me on this too, and I asked you about, I don't think experience is going to be enough to beat these niggas. Like, no, like they're just playing really good basketball. Like they got, and I said this yesterday, or I think it was yesterday.
Don't steal my thunder, nigga. Don't steal my thunder, but go ahead on.
And I said this yesterday, right? I said, so the way the Spurs set up, if Wemby's playing well, they don't need all 3 of the guards to play out of their mind, right? They as long as Wemby's coming along and they got either Vassell or Champagny making shots, then they just need 1 of the 3 guards to play well, and the other 2 just not be super ass, right? And this game we saw Dylan Harper had his moments. We saw overall De'Aaron Fox played well. We saw Stephon Castle had his moments as well. They were playing very good defensively. They were all on the string. You know, that Spurs defense is tough, man. And that's, you know, shout out to SGA. We said he had to get off on it at least once. I mean, but that's what I was saying, right? The shit he did in Game 7, he could have been doing that. Like, were they giving him a little more one-on-ones in Game 7? Sure, I guess maybe. I mean, at least in the first half, right? But even when the doubles came or the hard hedges, whatever, bro, he said, okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna shoot over that shit. Turn around, mid-range pull-up. This is my bread and butter. This is what I've been getting to my whole career. Wemby on the island, okay, tween, sidestep, pull-up. Wemby over his head, bro. Eyeball, dead eye. Like, come on, like, this is, bro, the shit that SJ did in that Game 7, he literally could have been doing that the whole series. And that's why I'm not giving niggas this defensive shit. No, nigga, he just wasn't hitting shots. He was having wide open shots in games 1 through 6. He just wasn't hitting. And in Game 7, he came out there with a different intensity, different mindset. He said, fuck that. I'm shooting over all. Double team, triple team. I don't give a fuck. I'm SG. I'm a 2-time MVP. I'm going to really show you niggas what the fuck I do. And he did that. He stood on that. Now, could he have been a little better in that second half? Sure. But, you know, he gave niggas a hell of a first half and a very good second half. Maybe it wasn't as good as the first half, cool, whatever. But, nigga, when a team sees that you ain't got no fucking help, nigga, they're going to say, okay, fuck it, fuck Caruso. He ain't on shit today anyway. Fuck Jalen Williams. He ain't on shit today anyway. Case Wallace, he came out during it, and, like, you know, that last stretch at the end of the game, he hit Casey Watson like 3-4 threes at the end of the game. I'm like, God damn. But it's like, even that Casey Watson, he wasn't really helping out through that middle period of the game either, though. Like, so it's like, you know, at that point, we're just gonna hedge everything towards SGA, which, you know, made it a little tougher. And even then, he still was getting tough buckets. It's just, you know, it was a little harder, right? I mean, I'm not mad at that. Chat, terrible, bro. And I think somebody said it best. It's like, bro, D-Mac said it best, matter of fact. It's like, bro, okay, you can say he's only going to play like this versus this matchup. But motherfucker, this is the matchup. This is what you got to get over. Like, so it's like, if he only going to play like this matchup, you might as well just chalk it up. Pretty much. Basically, you're telling me every time you see a Spurs, you're going to chalk it up. Like, we just ain't going to have check this series. Fuck it. And that's crazy. Like, fuck. Like, bro, I don't know if you're going to trade the nigga. I'm not even trading. My niggas want to trade him for Giannis shit. I don't know, whatever. Maybe, you know, Sam Presti do, shout out to him, right? That might work, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. But I'm also with Ed, bro. SJ gotta get that nigga a phone call, bro. After on my way home, I'm with you. Fuck the locker room shit. Let him talk to the media, whatever. But on my way home, I'm calling it like, this shit is crazy, twin. Like, what we need to do? Do we need to get in the gym every day this summer or something? You need to come, like, fuck that Team USA shit. You need to come play for Team Canada or something. I was getting trolling. But come on, like, he need to get, I don't know, bro. He gotta get right, bro. He gotta get right in the head. Stephon Castle, man. Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, they're gonna be they're gonna be an elite duo game for a long time to come. They're gonna play really good. That trio of Castle, Harper, Wemby, and I don't even know if you want to throw Vassell, and I like Vassell too, so I would throw Vassell in it. But if you want to throw Vassell and Champagne in there, that core right there, man, that's a really good fucking core, bro. That's because them niggas on any given night, Vassell and Champagne could shoot the lights out. And that might not be every night, don't get me wrong, right? But if it's not Vassell one night, it might be Champagne's. It could be both. But normally you're gonna get at least one of them come along and hit shots. I know I'm rapping. I'm about to wrap this up. What's it called? But man, that's gonna be a good ass duo to come, man. They both make pretty well. They both rebound the ball well. Dylan Harper was grabbing some grown man boards. Like he was coming through like, nah, they give me that shit over like Hartenstein, Chet, whoever. Like he had some tough ass rebounds. But that's it. Game 7, shit was a good ass game. Shout out to Wemby. That nigga Chet ass. I'm putting the series on Chet. Honestly, the whole series lost. Fuck J-Dub, fuck AJ. I'm putting the series on Chet, bro. That shit was terrible.
I appreciate that, brother. Great breakdown, great series talks, great thoughts on the players in the series, and then obviously praising the trio that the Spurs have, which would be causing havoc in the Western Conference for a long, 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 long time. Sue dropped SGA's fourth quarter stats this series. SGA in the fourth quarter of this series is 38% from two, 0% from three, and 41.2 true shooting.
0%? No, fuck no. He hit 3 threes in that one game. He can't be 0. Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. I don't understand why Jokic and Giannis in pass gets killed way more than Shea, LMAO. I don't know what you're referring to, so you probably gotta grab a
Bro, we
microphone.
gotta stop the agenda shit, bro. Y'all faves. I gotta
Twin,
stop
I'm
doing.
just reading the chat, gang.
Hey,
I said I don't know what you're referring to, Twin. You probably gotta grab a mic for that. That's all I said, Twin.
Ev, but on last thing I just my bad just popped in my head. For all the niggas on the get Fox out of there, Fox ain't doing shit out there. I think we need to slow down, bro. Cause we seen that that Fox does provide a certain level of stability on that offense, bro. And I think that's is he getting overpaid? Sure. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about that though. I don't count niggas' pockets. He's on the team for whatever the money the team wants to pay him. But I just think we should slow down on this get Fox out of there
I'm
thing.
gonna be honest with you.
He's been a solid player for
It's
them.
not a this year thing, but that's a concern next year because they have fewer picks and all that. I mean, people are talking about OKC salary situation. Next year, it might be a worse concern to the Spurs. Wemby's gonna get that big contract this offseason, and then you got the domino of Fox on the max, and then the Harper going forward.
Dylan Harper on a rookie deal. Stephon Castle. Is he doing?
No, I'm just saying going forward, like the next year and the next 2 years is going to be a concern, brother. I think Fox still could win this.
But I'm saying keep Fox next year. I'm with you on that. The year after that, okay, yeah, you probably gonna have to, or ask him to take a pay cut. He can't be on the contract on the books for $60 million in 2 years.
It's moving forward right now. Niggas on their rookie deals. I'm not mad right now, but going forward though, next offseason, that's a concern. Not obviously this season is this next offseason. Going into that third year.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, but low to your point, that ain't been the angle that niggas been coming at. Niggas ain't been talking about in 2 years you're going to get rid. That ain't been the angle. The angle is about his play. So going on with that tween where you trying to clean up what you've been saying, because if the angle has been more. I understand that, but I understand that, but the angle that most people been talking about Fox in.
We want to Fox off the team this year.
Yeah, exactly. So ain't nobody been talking about before the deadline. Yeah, exactly. So but I hear you trying to clean up your earlier takes. But can I go right quick? I ain't gonna be long.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This one felt good to me because, and me and Ev been we bet the series, so we've been texting throughout, and I've been telling him, low to your point. The experience, like I said earlier before it even started, I understand experience matters in most cases, but this is going to be an exception. And it played out. So that's why this one felt good to me, because I always thought that was just a lazy take. I thought that was a lazy take. I know that matters in 9 out of 10 situations. In this situation, when I look at this team, I didn't see where experience was going to get in the way. I just didn't see it. Even when they were losing games in this series, I wasn't seeing inexperience. I was just seeing missing shots and turnovers, but I didn't see them being because of the inexperience. So for me, I've always thought this team was mature enough to get it done. Melo, BJ, we've been on that for the long. We've been on that since way before the series even started. So that's why this one felt real good to me. I was happy to see them get them young guys pull it out. But getting back to the main point, though, my guy, Chet, bruh. So, man, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but 1 for 2, bruh. I mean, and that's why I questioning some of y'all takes, bruh, because sometimes people just be saying stuff because it sounds pretty and it all sounds in unison. Yeah, he's this, he's that. Bruh, like, again, my point yesterday was impact the game on one side of the ball. I don't care which side. I don't care. One side, you're supposed to be DPOY candidate every year. Do something on defense. Offensively, yesterday, to the point you made, Air, yeah, they could have used them other 2 dudes, but this game was in the balance. If they would have got blown out by 30 to start the second quarter, after halftime, they were down by 25 or something. They never had a chance. and it was evident that the points were missing, that would be one thing. But to have a game in a balance, and you a top 2 pick, and you supposed to be one of the big 3, and you take 2 shots. Say, Joe, I'm just here to tell you, man. Say, and it's different between me and y'all. Y'all ride folks for years and years and years, and you just keep, well, no, he was this and he was that, and he's just, man, look here, man. When I see certain characteristics in people, in life, basketball or whatever, that's what you told me. You told me to judge you like this. You told me to look at you like this. And for me, I don't give a damn if he'd have went out flaming. He was 1 for 15. If he was 2 for 30, 2 for 20, I wouldn't give a damn. He tried. He shot all his bullets. I ain't got no problem. He was just off tonight, and that happens. But if you scared, say, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. That's like if you get into it with a cat at the club or something, and it's 5 of them. It's 5 of them, and it's 2 of us, 3 of us, and you would not. And you didn't let yours go. You didn't let your hands go. So I'm done with you, bro. I'm not fooling with you, bro. You just told me everything I need to know about you, bro. I don't trust you. So for me, going into from a basketball perspective, it's nothing. I don't give a damn how many hours he spent in the gym. That ain't the problem. He can go work out every day from now to the season start. I wouldn't give a damn. What's your heart like, though? What's your heart like? That's all I need to know. And so to me, it's a prove. You just simply got to prove it to me. I'm not trying to. I don't give a damn how many jump shots you make a day. I could give a fuck about your spin move and your floater and all. I don't give a hook shot, none of that, nigga. I'm trying to see where your heart at. Because you let me down, bro. Like we was in a battle and you just checked out. And so if you can't be right mentally, and like I said, we talking about basketball. So I ain't giving nigga no grace. If Nick got something going on with his family or something, that's different. But if you scared because he's a better basketball player than you and he's intimidating to you, so man, get up off my team, bro. I have no room for that. I ain't got no room for that. We talking about a game. We ain't talking about fighting for real. We talking about a game. And you took 2 shots, bro. How many rebounds did he have? Did he even have double-figure rebounds? 4 rebounds? Say, look here, man, what were you doing? You was just there. You was just there. And we needed you. And you sold out, bro, man, get up off my team, bro. That's the difference between me and y'all. I ain't wasting no time. Once you show me certain characteristics, I'm done. I'm not giving you a chance to try to clean that up. Like I say, this ain't got nothing to do with working out with Shay. This has everything to do with what's in your heart. And you checked that. I can't do. Y'all know how I felt about Hart, and I felt like sometimes he checked that, and that's why I'm like, I'm good on that. Once you showed me that you got that checkout gene, I'm done, bro. I'm good on that. 1 for 2 is inexcusable. 1 for 15, okay, we can live with that. I appreciate you trying, bro. You fought, you got hit, and nigga knocked you out, but at least you was swinging. I appreciate that. You sitting up, but you didn't even swing. You ran to the car, and they ran to the car, bro, and waiting on niggas to get through with the fight. Man, get your bitch ass up off my team, bro. I can't deal with that. I'm like you, I would, but I'd have to say something in the locker room. I'm different. I need to holler at you, bro. Say, look here, man, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
That's too much pressure, man. He can't do the locker room.
Man, shit, man. I don't give a damn. Somebody gonna have to separate us, bro, because I'm finna ask you. I know I'm finna get heated too. I already know. I'm not gonna be able to tell you because I hate to lose, and we had a chance to. If it was a blowout, I'm good, bro. Like, man, we just didn't have enough. But if it's in the balance, and you talk, man, say, look here, man. Say, I'm good. But no, that was a good game, man, all the way through. I like them young Bucks, man. I don't really root for no team in Texas besides my Rockets. And I definitely would never root for the Mavericks under any circumstances. But this team make you like them a little bit. Now, I ain't no Spurs fan. Don't get it twisted. H-Town bound the rest of my life. But this team is fun to watch, man. If you can't like Wemby and you can't like this young group and how they play basketball, I don't know. That's just some like twins. That's some agenda shit to me. That's some narrative shit. This team plays great basketball. Shout out BJ, bro. I can't believe he ain't in here. BJ deserved it. He been riding. He been down.
He was just in here. He'll probably be back.
Yeah, that was a great game, though, bro. That was a great game all the way around. That was a great game, great series. I knew it would be. The guys that I thought would step up did step up. I'm going to give Shea some. But, Lo, I think you made a great point, and I didn't even think about that. About his pull-up three-point ability. If he gets that, with his ability to already attack the rim and shoot the mid-range, finish at the rim, that's going to now he can make a three. That's not what you were saying. You just saying like that pull-up three in the way Ant does. That would make him super deadly. But I can't give him I can't bash him too much. I think he did as much as he could considering what he had. Just guys didn't step up, bro. Guys didn't step up. So, yeah, but good shit though. I pass.
But OG, don't you think if he would have approached some of the like games 1 through
Yeah.
6, them games he lost, don't you think if he'd approached them like how we approached Game 7, they could have took one of them earlier games that they lost?
I think so, but I also think that's some hindsight though. I think that's some, you know what I mean? I think he could have definitely. Yeah, he could have definitely approached them a different way and knowing that, hey, I'm probably gonna have to carry a little bit more. But at the same time, I think the defense kind of dictates some of that as well. I think your approach, your mentality coming in could be one thing, but how you defend it and what you have around you. Again, I keep going back to that. I think that matters. I just think that matters. And it mattered last night, but I think, yeah, you play a little different, needless to say, right? Just from a mental standpoint, it's Game 7. Like you gonna come in a little bit different, especially mentally. But it's hard for me to fault him, man, for real. I think he, yeah, I think he did. I think he did. So I don't want to say he did everything he could, but I can't fault his effort. I can't fault what he brought to the table.
All right,
It's just he nigga needs some help though. But go ahead, I pass it low.
appreciate that, OG.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that, Low, and everybody that spoke out so far. Today
Hey,
we got an hour into the show today. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button on this video. That helps the algorithm out. Also, if you're not a sub, make sure y'all hit that sub button on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch for your first time, make sure y'all hit that follow button. And then there's a couple of things you can do to avoid potential ads that you may see. You can become a sub through Amazon Prime or Prime, which you can see Nightbot just put into the chat, or you can sub the regular way through Twitch. And then again, last but certainly not least, if you want to join the stage and share your thoughts on Game 7 and the series in whole, you can do that by joining the Facts and Stats Discord, which is pinned on YouTube and also pinned on Twitch. We're going to hear from Tween in a second, and Miles and Bray, and maybe even Shay. I don't know too sure, but maybe. If not, that's fine. But Joe, were you about to say something before I go to Tween?
nah, I was gonna just say like shout out to OG because like sometimes like I think me and him like we kind of see eye to eye in a lot of things in terms of like just the work aspect of basketball. How sometimes it's more than like just a skill set of talent that you have. You gotta also have a mental makeup. And like if you go back to like last year's playoff run, like Chet had a better playoff run. But like Dub used to get crucified last year because of the fact that people didn't know, obviously, like he had that injury thing. But he was the only one on the court that actually was like trying, going down and shooting and doing something. So you see the difference in not having his ability, but take away his ability defensively and offensively, but just his work motor. I think like when it comes to the roster right now, there's guys that are questionable in terms of like their motor because it's different in the regular season to the playoffs. Obviously everybody knows this, but man, I just think about the transitioning of facing this team for the next 5 to 7 years and what type of attitude you have to come to play against them. Because then I'm not gonna jinx nothing, but if Wemby just wins a championship, or if this core of the Spurs win a championship, like yeah, we're definitely looking at a new dynasty for the next foreseeable 15 years.
Wait, what? What you just say?
I said if the Spurs win a championship this year with this core of Harper, Castle, and Wemby for the next 15 years, they're going to be a dynasty, just how like Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker was from 2002, 2003, all the way to 13, 14.
What about y'all? Like so are y'all gonna be?
Yeah, we're going to be right there, but it's going to, I'm not saying we're not, but how many championships could we crack with them? Like, that's why I said has to be change up in the mental mentality that we have with guys coming in for the foreseeable future as well. I'm just turned off by the number 2 pick mentally not being there. And I never want to see no guys on my team that are like that ever. In any team, I could be any fan of any team. If you have a player like that on the roster, I'm good off you, bro. I don't want you on my team.
All right, what's good, Tween?
Yeah, we definitely agree
Yeah.
there.
Can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So first, I wanna get to the first. I wanna say this series would have been a lot different with AJ Mitchell and J Dub, but just going out there, like I'm not gonna lie, that starting unit, I thought Mark Decanol, however you pronounce his last name, got outcoached by Mitch. Like, bro, you're still having Lucas Dort, who has the worst plus minus in the playoffs in a game seven. I get why he's playing him with that starting unit just because if you're gonna play him, that's the lineup to play him in because you don't want the non-Shea minutes, whatever, theoretically, because that bench unit was damn near saving him. Like I want to give a congratulations to iHeart. I thought he was fantastic, especially after I think he got benched in game two. I don't know what because he was those first couple minutes was a little shaky at times. But his defense and his playmaker, I think he made Wemby get his fifth foul. He was playing on eggshells after that defensively. What's it called? Also, I want to say Caruso, fantastic series from him. Even though I didn't like some of them fouls on Castle, like I get it, layups in the playoffs, but come on, gang, like you be damn near niggas airborne, you going damn near injure them. So I want to say all that, but Chet Holmgren, bro, this shit was pathetic. Like you have Devin Vassell on you. You cannot routinely punish smalls. Like I don't know what he does in the offseason. You got a 6'5" guy on you and you're pump fake pivot trying to like you don't have a routine go to and he's on the floor damn near all game. Like, bruh, he don't gotta catch clean. His shot mechanic is slow. He doesn't have a live shot. Cause I was watching this game with my one of my homies' cribs. We was deep. But his shot pocket is very slow. I was saying this against when he was playing the Pacers. Miles Turner blocked this nigga like 4 or 5 times in that series. Like this nigga shot mechanic. I thought he was gonna speed up his shot. I thought he worked out with lethal shooter. I don't know what it was. In these high pressure situations, even though they won that chip last year, his game hasn't got there. He needs another element to his game when it comes to shooting a quicker shot, just from a mechanical standpoint. So that I want to say that. And also the Shea, he had a great game seven. Ted said it best. We were talking earlier in the chat, bruh. Shea just made shots. I disagree with what Lo was saying. Those shots wasn't there all night. He just made them shots, gang. Like Wemby was still there. They were still rotating. They still had doubles in the backside. I feel like he attacked more off the mismatch because he had Fox on him a couple times and went at him. He routinely hunted Champagny because Castle
You know that's
picked up.
what
I
I
think he
said,
had
right?
you said no, but you were saying the shots was there all night, nigga.
No, I
He
said he
was
was
making some
aggressive.
difficult. He was making, the shots this nigga was making was
I said
plus
that.
A+ shot difficulty game like that. You're not making. Tess said it best. If there was another game after this, he was not gonna replicate them shot making because, bro, that's not a sustainable shot diet. Those shots is not falling consistency in a 7 game series. That's why the efficiency wasn't there. Like he was 41% for the series because them shots was difficult. I think he needs to simplify his game, especially at this level when it comes to that defensive scheme. I mean, I know Shea's a great player. He's going to bounce back.
But that
Goes
defensive
without
scheme
saying.
was because J-Dub and AJ wasn't playing though. They wouldn't
I
have
thought
guarded
they were
him
still
like
playing
that.
the first. I think they would still play him like that. They're shading him, Wemby low, man, because you got Queso and you got Dort still in the game and Caruso. So I think that's defensive scheme would have still been out there.
They would have ran this OKC would have ran this. I promise you, if they were healthy, we would have saw this five closing our games more often than not. It would have been SGA, AJ, Caruso, J-Dub, Chet. We would have saw that way more than any other lineup probably in crunch time. They never had opportunity to run that lineup because like obviously them two
Yeah,
guys were
AJ
out.
and
Caruso
and
shot 30
Jada.
plus
But
from
I think
three.
they still
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
No, go ahead. My bad.
Caruso shot like 50% from three this series. Case and Wallace shot 50% from three this series as well. Where they could have rotated them guys, but like AJ, just a threat of being able to do this threat of it, the idea of what he can do with the ball in his hands, and also as a shooter or as a shot maker. And I'm not saying it would have been anything crazy because if you could take AJ out and put Case and Wallace in, and that's even similar or even damn near probably even better.
I think
Or
they help off Queso.
Queso shot 50 from 3 this series. So he
I
not.
know. I think they still help off him.
That's fine. He knocking that down.
I mean, yeah,
This
you
series
shake his
showed me that.
hand.
Like it's not like it was a
You
fluke.
shake his hand.
It
We're
did.
shake, brother. We're gonna shake his hand.
That's fine.
He can
Nigga,
make.
you
He
ain't
can
you
make
act like
50%.
you act like that's Lou Dort though. Like you just I don't know. You talking about just shake his hand like the nigga can shoot.
Bro,
Yeah,
Caruso
he
was made.
strapped.
Bro, Caruso was what, one of the worst 3-point guys in the regular season, and he was damn near 50% of playoffs. What does that mean in this series? Like, nigga, you're living with something. They're called red guys. You're
Yeah, I
leaving
mean,
them guys to help off
Bro,
other guys.
you shake Caruso hand like because
You
just
shake.
what
I
you
just said
said.
that. Same
Yeah,
with
nigga,
Queso.
I'm
I'm
with you.
shaking. I'm
No,
shaking
it's
Queso's
not
hand.
the
I'm
same with
shaking.
Queso though, gang. I
Bro, they were
know.
helping, bro. He got clean looks, bro. Respectfully, he wasn't shooting no difficult shots. He was
That's the
off. It was
point.
off.
That's the point, though.
No, but my point is, you're still leaving him, even though he's making it where we have to limit like Shea's on ball usage. But fuck all that, bro. Yeah, we disagree on that. Let me get back to the point I was making, bro. Niggas made me lose my shit, bro. What was I saying?
you got
But yes,
called out.
going back to, I got called out because
Yeah. You
you
made a
help off
bad point.
Queso.
No, the
That
point you made
Case
was
and
the point
Wallace, you help
Yeah,
off
I
him
only spoke
just
on the
because.
bad points you
the
made.
point
That's
the
it.
All right, bro. All right,
yeah.
bro. But I
Point was
want to give a.
they
I
wouldn't
want to give.
defend him the same. They
Yeah,
wouldn't
All right,
that
defend
was
him
the
bro.
the
All
same.
right,
point.
bro.
That was the
All right.
point.
Speaking to the Spurs aspect of it. Damn, that nigga Wemby, bruh. What a guy. Stephon Carlson defensively on Shea. Man, bro, that nigga Stephon Carlson defensively. He's an elite defender. And I want to give a congratulatory that nigga Champ Penny. Hearing his story, he got cut from the Sixers. He got bounced around and now he got a home, bro. This nigga Champ Penny was damn near their best player in that game 7.
St. John's
And shout out
player.
Devin Vassell. I mean, not Keldon Johnson, because in that start of the fourth quarter, some back-to-back threes when it was a one possession game in a non-shady minutes. I feel like that just eased everybody in the Spurs, because I feel like they were a little bit on tense because they closed that third quarter pretty mid. I think I think Wemby got to the line. He split at the line. It was like, if I remember, it was like 77-80. But when Keldon made those 2 threes, it felt like everybody just riled it in. You know what I mean? And got Fox. I'm not gonna lie. I've been on Fox heavy. His defense was nothing crazy. Like, his defense was ass. Like, but he's at 6'2", and he's 190, whatever. But his offense, bro, I feel like when they needed a bucket, them catch and shoot threes, I feel like he was a steady thing for them. I got to give a, and that block, bro. That was one of the best blocks I've ever seen. That nigga Luke Cornett on iHeart, that was a momentum saving. I don't know what you want to call it. A lot of people don't believe in momentum in here, but that nigga, when he blocked him in the non-Wemby minutes, because Wemby picked up his 5th foul with like 6 minutes to go. They what's it called? They called that timeout. Wemby got out the game, and that block, bruh, that's one of the best blocks I've seen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I replay that shit. I seen the compilation they did, the LeBron block on Iggy versus that one. Nigga, man, bruh, that's one of them blocks. But the coverages, whatever. Shea the MVP of the league, bruh. Coverage is not supposed to, like, first 6 games. That shit is unacceptable. Like, nigga, I've been saying you the best guard since this, since that. And nigga, that, bro, come on, bro, that's unacceptable. I feel like this series would have been different. Ev's not lying if AJ Mitchell was out there, but I don't know if Shea would have still been Shea though. Like, nigga, feel like he missed a lot of easy shots. He got to his spots, he was missing them, bro. I'm looking at it. It ain't like he got plucked or he got blocked. You know what I mean? He got to the midi, clanked it on. You feel me, like, bro? But yeah, I don't want to
But
hear
I
too
think,
long.
but I think the wear over a game, bro. Them easy shots you talking about. The wear over a game with not having those other 2 guys next to him, bro. The wear over the game, them niggas leaning on you consistently over 48, bro. That wears on you, bro. So them shots that you looking at and you saying,
Bro,
yeah,
he
you saying that's an
was
easy
missing
shot. You
in
just looking at the shot
transition one
though.
on one.
Yeah, but
Bro,
I'm just,
the amount of
but
the amount
again,
of
you missed my
easy
point though.
layups.
But you
Yeah, I'm
missing my
hearing you
point
though.
though. My point
In the
is,
overall game, yeah, it's
Talk to them,
chipping.
OG. Talk to him, OG.
He's
I'm
getting
just saying,
taxed.
yes, exactly. So you can't
I'm
just
hearing
look
you.
at but you're just looking at the shot and saying he missed it, but you're not looking at what it took throughout the whole game and how they wearing on him and how they throwing all these different, bruh, that shit wears on you. So that shot in the third quarter that you look at and say, that's an easy shot, he got to make that. But them niggas been leaning on him, bruh. They've been leaning on
OG,
him.
the entire
And so you,
7 game
so
series, the entire
I'm
bro,
not
he
trying to, I
started
don't,
games. OG. He
look, I'm
literally
not even
started
a Shea
games.
fan.
He
I'm
started
not a
games
Shea fan
0
and I
of
don't believe in
5.
giving
I'm
him
not
bells,
doing
but
that, OG. He's
yeah.
starting games 0 of 4, 0 of 5. He's missing layups, missing middies. This is the best nigga, bro. OG, come on. I know what
Yeah.
type of player this nigga is. He's starting games. He's not getting text in the fourth. We're talking about relatively first quarter, first 6 shots he's missing. He's 0 of 6. So what was that game, 5 or 4? Bro, he had multiple of them type games.
I don't know,
Like
bro.
you're not about to be
I,
texting the first quarter, OG.
I'm just saying, bro. Like I don't know.
I,
I'm looking at everything. Like I said, and I'm not a Shea fan. I'm not an OKC fan. I don't believe in giving bail. I believe you need to step up to the plate, not holding his feet to the fire. But I'm just looking at everything, and it just like I said before and yesterday, when y'all critique his play, you look at it as if everything is in order. Like, bruh, not having AJ is one thing. But not having J Dub is a whole nother thing, bro. Like to relieve some of that pressure. And for you to make that point to talk about they would defend him the same way, even if them niggas was there, come on, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, you know better than that. You know basketball better than that. But I'll let you finish your take. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes he getting
Yeah.
unfair criticism, bro.
And Tween,
As
if
it
you
relates
look
to
at the
this.
first 3 games, like the first quarter, like that's what people got on Keldon Johnson for conceding the double almost every single time that he touched the ball. So you're telling me like the first what 5-7 minutes that he's on the court, he's at least seeing 6 doubles in the first 9 possessions? That come on, bro. That's
But
insane
I
what you're
want
all
saying.
right, y'all.
hold on. Let me get back some point. But I thought Shea's playmaking was fantastic this series. Defensively, he was solid. It was just his overall easy shots that he just didn't make. And speaking to that bench unit with the what's it called, the Queso and the Wallace and the iHeart lineup, those niggas, I felt like they kept them in games where they had no business in games. In this first quarter, in this game 7, I felt like what's it called? McCain, Jerry McCain. I felt like he was very solid for them. And in that third quarter, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like iHeart and Jalen Williams, the J I think J Will, right? The center. I thought he was fantastic for them. I thought he gave him a little spark. But Lou Dort, bro, respectfully, they got to get rid of him. Like he's not, like defensively, I didn't feel his impact. Offensively, they were leaving him. He really wasn't a player in this series, and they got a team option for 18 million. I don't really want to pocket watch his money, but they got to decline that option respectfully. It's
Hey,
tough
Ev,
because my bad. Go ahead.
my bad. I thought you was done.
No. You good. You good. Go ahead.
Hey, Ev, I just want to get a quick question right quick. I know we got BJ and West in. I definitely want to hear what they got to say from each side. But do y'all just quick question? Do y'all think Kaysen is ready to kind of? I mean, I know the role he plays on this team. He plays it well, but do you think he could lead his own team?
100%. No, lead his own team. I thought you was gonna say starting, but no, lead his
Yeah.
own
That's
team.
what I mean. Lead his own team, not necessarily this team. I mean, like, do y'all think he could go somewhere else and be the starting point guard on another team,
I mean, look at
a
Emmanuel
winning
quickly.
team?
I feel like it depends on the team it is.
Yeah, I kind of compare his game to Emmanuel quickly a little bit.
I don't know the I don't.
um,
When I look at the defense and the 3 points, I don't know. But that's maybe we can save it for later.
Casey Wallace can be a point guard on or a leading point guard on a team that features, obviously another star or star players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for example, you can slot him in Boston and he can affect the game and be just as good as Derek White, in my opinion, or have similar impact to what Derek White does alongside Tatum and Brown. I think
Yeah.
Casey Wallace can be that type of point guard, but Casey Wallace is that type of. And me and Tez always say this, but people see him for what he is today in OKC, in comparison to what he was coming out of college at Kentucky, because he was the point guard for Kentucky. He handled the ball in Kentucky. He just got drafted to a great organization that had a great player in SGA, to where that was never showcased. He only showcases it when SGA was out of the lineup. When SGA was out, he would go in and have a random 18-7 game or 20-6 game. Like, he did that numerous times last year and or this season. So I mean, he could be a starting guard on a team that has, when he's playing alongside other really good damn players. But Casey Wallace is your number one or number two option on a start. Just start. Nah, it ain't that. But,
Not as a number
yeah,
one.
not on number two. Like, nah, it ain't that. But if he has other two guys that he playing off, not setting up or playing off of, then yeah, he for sure can be a good guy in that role. But for me, he should start next year regardless anyway. So yeah, I think he should start running back over to SGA, and AJ Mitchell should come off the bench, and then J-Dub, Chet, and insert whoever else they're going to do with the five, whether it's Ahart coming back or whatever the case may be. But yeah, Lou Dort, nah, that's a no. It got to be Case and Wallace, and I'm only going to keep AJ Mitchell. I'm not going to say AJ because I'd rather AJ come off the bench. BJ West, whichever one of you all fellas want to go first. BJ, your team won. You are now in the NBA Finals going against Josiah and the Knicks, man. What you got to say?
Bro, it's crazy. I don't even got that much to say. I talked to OG. I talked to OG last night when OG came in here. It's crazy, and it's just crazy how niggas really only listen to certain niggas when it really come to this basketball shit, right? And I told OG, bruh, I watched this team over 90 fucking times this year, and I know how shit goes, and I know how, like, when we not even necessarily blow a lead, right? That little 14-point lead, 10-point, whatever it was we had, when we lost it and they came back, guess what? And I told Hello, bruh, like, we were always good. It was never no doubt in my goddamn mind that we was going to lose this shit. Even when we lost, niggas like, yeah, you worried? Worried about what? Because at the end of the day, them other bum ass niggas are gonna have to beat us. Shout out Case and Wallace though. Crazy fourth quarter. Case and Wallace is the only reason why these niggas really didn't get spanked by a dub or 30. I promise you. He went crazy that fourth quarter. But and it's just and another thing. I told OG and Lotus, right? I think it was just us three, Byron, and somebody else in the Discord. And I'm like, bruh, niggas really been sleeping on us all year. And guess what? They main focus before coming into this year. I mean, this playoffs, right when the playoffs started, everybody was talking about experience. And I'm sitting there telling them, we got winning players on our fucking team. We don't need no fucking experience. This is the fucking experience. We got good enough players that been in high level moments in their career where I believe they could fucking step up and shine bright in a fucking moment. And that's what niggas did. They was asking me yesterday. Am I nervous? Nervous about what? It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing every single game. The only thing that's different in every single game is a different player is gonna cook. That's it. Case and Wallace ain't have a series yet. He ain't have a game yet. So what was his game? His game was game 7. That Caruso shit was games 1 and 2. We ain't see Caruso yet. We ain't see Caruso again. Shout out his defense though. But guess what? What do you know him for? His fucking defense. Not him fucking hitting 5 threes. That shit is fake. That Jalen Williams shit, that fucking wing 3, that shit is fake too. But guess what? He had a dub 1 game in theory. That's it. I call those fake games. That's what I told Established. Established asked me what is fake games. That is fake games right there. Players who are at the bottom of the list who have one little crazy game. That says a fake game because it's not consistent. It's not consistent. What you seen from our guys night in and night out is fucking consistency. Consistency. People bash Castle for his turnovers. Why he getting all these turnovers? Why? Because he gets the turnovers because he has way too much fucking ball time because the fucking De'Aaron Fox is not there. Fox came back. What happens? Oh, the turnovers go down. Common fucking sense. Dylan Harper, way to step up in a moment. Deal. Fourth quarter. Oh, guys told me, oh, the Spurs, you only got Wemby. We don't got to worry about nobody else. Go watch the last 5 minutes of the game. Shout out what Wemby did, but guess what? It was everybody else who won that fucking game for them. Oh yeah, the Luke on that big time block. Come down, Dylan Harper. Corner. We need those. Boom. Come on, bro. It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over. We got 4 more. But guess what? Keep living off that experience shit and go bet with the Knicks. Go bet with the Knicks like niggas bet with OKC, right? We don't got enough talent. We don't play the game. We don't play the game the right way. We play too fast, right? We got a bunch of Westbrooks on our team, right? Guess what? Well, guess what? All our Westbrooks, we in the NBA Finals. We in the NBA Finals. Oh yeah, OKC defense is too much, right? OKC plays suffocating defense, right? Oh, both teams got great defense, but OKC got more experience and the better basketball players, right? They got the better basketball players, right? Guess what? What happened to them? That shit don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, you gotta go out there and fucking check the ball up, and you gotta go play fucking basketball. Shout out to what 2 did though. I ain't gonna lie. What SGA did yesterday was crazy. I ain't expect that. I ain't expect that. But if that's just him. That's just him being a great player. And shout out the refs the last 2 games for letting them play basketball. And last thing to people asking me like, do I want to have Wemby keep shooting threes? I don't care. I don't care because at the end of the day, we don't really have nobody that can really get him up outside of Champagne. Shout out my boy too. 6 of them things. 6 of them things. Oh yeah, don't worry about him. He not a shooter. He not a shooter. Don't go. Oh, just leave him. Leave him. Guess what? Go under Castle, right? Go under Dylan Harper, right? Go under everybody. And guess what? You're going to get your ass sent fucking home. And that's what the fuck happened. But of course, AJ Mitchell, no AJ Mitchell, no J-Dub. Guess what? That's house money, right? No excuse. Fuck it. It don't matter. It don't matter that you got the back-to-back MVP on your team. It don't matter that you just won a fucking NBA championship, right? That shit don't mean nothing because now you magically need J-Dub and AJ Mitchell. But when J-Dub was out during the regular season and it was and guys went on a run saying, oh, we don't need J-Dub. We got this. We got this. We got that. We got that. OG, this the deepest team ever, right? Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all go ahead and have this convo. I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Because guess what? I can wake up tomorrow knowing I got another fucking game I can watch my guys play. These other niggas can't. I don't give a fuck about no back-to-back MVP. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because none of that shit matters when it's fucking in the playoffs. None of that shit fucking matters. And my man went, my last thing, bro, Wemby seen that shit. Wemby seen this nigga get MVP. Okay, watch this. You can have the MVP. Because guess what? We're going to get the finals MVP. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have the regular season. What the fuck that mean? We going to go get the finals MVP this year. We can leave it at that. Shout out to guys, man. Shout out to guys. 1 through 8. 1 through 9. Shout out all the guys. I can't even really go into detail because I'm going to be here all day. But just shout out the guys. OG, guess what, OG? We're going to keep telling these niggas, bet against us. OG, you want to know why you bet against us? Because we don't got no experience, OG. We don't got no experience, OG. Many went to the West Conference Finals. Guess what? Where they ass at? Home. It don't matter, right? Ant-Man was hurt. They got an excuse. We beat OKC. Oh, no J-Dub, no AJ Mitchell. Yeah, you got an excuse. But OG, last year, when guys was making, they went like game 7 or game 6 or whatever, Hallie got hurt. They didn't care about that, OG. So why the fuck should I give a fuck about them niggas? Y'all have a great day. Go, Spurs, go. Go, Spurs, go. Go, Spurs, go. And last thing I told fucking Byron before the fucking series, right? I got the best player on the fucking court. Don't ask me am I fucking worried? Am I fucking nervous? No, nigga. I got one, nigga. I got the best player on the fucking court.
I ain't even want to get in the way. But shout out, nigga.
Wes. Shout out to
Yeah,
BJ.
if no funny, I better see that ran on TikTok. I better see that.
I don't do the clipping. But shout out to BJ, though. That definitely worth clipping. Definitely worth posting.
Would I be able to give my take real quick?
I can go after Wes.
Hold on. You said you on a 15? You said what?
I'm on my 10. Yeah, I don't even get 15s over here. They fucking me over.
You got a 10-minute break? Fuck you a slave?
Nigga, I'm taking 15. Nigga, I'm taking 15 games.
10-minute break, nigga. Fucking 10-minute break, nigga.
Y'all wait
So you need to get away,
bro.
nigga.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead, T.
You need to escape, nigga. You need to escape.
Hey, if the nigga told me today, I looked at the nigga with 2 heads, gang. He said 10 minutes. I said, yeah, I'm gonna be taking 15, gang.
But go ahead, gang. I would go ahead and let you go. I ain't even gonna say that though, gang. Just go ahead. You can jump West real quick, gang.
Yeah, no
I've never in my life heard of a
yeah.
10-minute break, gang. Go ahead, dope. Go ahead.
Jump the fence, nigga. Jump the fence. Just
like,
run.
So like two things. I'm gonna break this down. So I told niggas like before the series started. I think it was in the round before. The best in the world ain't gonna be Shea. Like, I'm sorry, like the impact Wemby gonna show, you gonna have a real Wemby problem. Like I talk about Castle scoring, like he was just gonna stop doing what he was doing in those regular season matchups. Like you turned him over, he was still able to score, get downhill, shoot. Shout out my brother Goods. Castle not gonna hit no threes no more. All those things, and you're also like Ket played like a bitch. Like everybody who wasn't on OKC side said he would play like. I know niggas are gonna do the injury thing. That's cool and all. Run that team back. Like I want y'all to run that team back. If it's injuries, don't add nothing, but pick at 12, 17. Do that dumbass shit. I think you should trade both of those picks and get a established player. But that's just me though. But run the same team back. If it's only injuries and that's the only reasons y'all lost, because I've seen that from OKC's Twitter. I'm not gonna put that on neither brother because I haven't talked to them yet. Run that same team back. But outside that, like Wemby, you seen the impact like every night. Even if you're not dropping 30, you see the impact every night. That's a top 3 player. I'm sorry, like you Ant fans got wiped down like quick. Like a lot of you fandoms got wiped down quick. It is what it is.
Bro,
Like,
yo, chill.
no, it's no chill. He's better than your boy. It's no chill. You're wiped down, gang. Like you could be a top 5 player. You ain't in the 3 gang. You not 2 or 1. So all respect though. Like Knicks gonna get fucked up. The bench don't got enough. I already bet like hundreds of dollars with Knicks fans. Hey, Lo, you'll get your money in about 4 games, brother. That I owe you. But yeah, outside of that, like Spurs, there's a reason that they won those matchups in the regular season. They have the ball handling, they have the pressure, they have the guys to make shots, especially those corner threes that you've seen through the regular season matchups. I don't care about regular season matchups don't dictate anything. When it's 2 teams that were going at each other the way OKC and the Spurs did, where there were guys in and out the lineup on both sides, those matchups matter, especially when this is the first real comp you've seen in the Western Conference. Like this is the real comp. Like there's none of that Denver shit that y'all was in 7 games with. It's none of the Clippers. Like this is real comp you're seeing. So like all respect, like Shea got to play better. Like shout out him playing Game 7. He had a phenomenal Game 7, a difficult shot after difficult shot, but he had to play better 3 games prior to that. Like all respect, like the way it was talked after Game 5, you would have thought the series was over. And here, after Game 5, I didn't hear nothing about J Dub and AJ Mitchell. I didn't hear none of that shit. It was rocking. So I don't want to hear that shit today. All respect, though.
All right.
You have any takeaways from the schematic standpoint, though, T?
No, I'll give a little. I don't know, Evan. Are you going to do a different day for the Knicks preview? So I won't get into that. But
yeah, different day. I'm thinking on assuming they do a show.
Go ahead,
my bad.
Only schematic thing I'll say, Twino, real quick is I did like the sets out of I was forgetting OKC's coach name. The off-ball sets to get Shea a little bit more free.
Mark
I think they should. Yeah, Mark. They did. I think they should have went to that a little bit more. But when essentially you're gonna whole side of the court loaded up against, it's on the others to hit those shots. And all respect, they didn't have enough of the others hit those shots. Like whether it's Dort, whether it's Case and Wallace, like you're getting long contests. Like even if it's Wemby Gardner, that's a big contest from a big guy. Even if it's not a full contest, like that's still him putting his hands
bro,
up.
They dead wrong in Cali, bro. No funny, bro. I'm about to move you to the DMV game. Like a 10-minute break, it's throwing me off, gang.
Bro, this nigga is literally talking.
Nah, a 10-minute break is crazy though, gang. Like I never in my life heard that, bro. I'm still thrown off by that.
Gang, I'm trying to get all the words out as I can too.
I know, like I hear it, gang. Like I hear it, bro. Like it's crazy.
But he got 2 minutes left, bro.
You got a lot out though.
That nigga dead talking 100 miles per hour, bro. Because he got 10 minutes.
Hey, Lo, it's 10 minutes. I ain't worked all day. I was in a little orientation, so I got a shit to do too when I get back inside. So
10 minutes
niggas
is
on the
crazy, bro.
But like I said though, like shout out like all the niggas who on OKC side that think it's only injuries. You want to chip off injuries? Run that same team back. Like just run this exact team back. You get Topic back, another lottery pick. Run this same team back. If that's the case, like.
Bro, OKC dares to bring back Lou Dort.
You can run the team back. It's just nigga Lou Dort shouldn't be starting at this point.
And also, Ev, I'm on your side too. The last little bit, I do think you get rid of 12 and 17, and probably another like asset too.
Yeah,
to me, you go get something established.
The way it's worded in the chat, it's not worded the same way I would say out loud. So and it's like I'm gonna just say his name because he up here. Like West took what I said, and maybe even Good. I can't remember what Good said. I don't even think Good was involved, but West took what I said a little different. Like he saw me say 3 things, he took one thing and attacked the one thing. But I already said what I had to say on why I would understand his thought process or his words after. I said what I would do is I would take 12 and 17, or either way, I'm just not picking at both spots. Like if you pick at 12, cool. Because
Yeah,
I'll
that's
probably
the
pick
I'll
at
retro
12.
message. If you pick at 12, I get that, but or
Yeah,
pick at 17, but you shouldn't be picking two top
yeah. They
Bro,
should
12
not.
and
English,
17.
English isn't hard, bro. You said it would
They
be a
should they
failure. I disagreed,
they
bro.
shouldn't be picking
The
at
English
12
isn't
and they
hard.
shouldn't be picking at
It's
12
not a
and
failure if
17.
we pick
But
at
if they do
12 and
pick
17.
at 12 and 17, I do understand the
It's
circumstance
not a failure,
with the
which is
new
what you
with
said.
the new CBA. I understand why that would happen. I literally said that. He then came on the back end and
What,
said,
nigga,
inexpensive
no, bro,
talent.
you
Duh, I
all
just said that
like, my
already. So why are you
God,
even
you
saying
kill
that?
me with
Like
this goofy
respond to that
shit.
point too. Why are you even addressing what I
You
already
said it
spoke
would be a
on?
failure.
It makes
Yes or
no
no?
sense.
I did. It does
It makes
make
no sense to
because I
me.
never said you didn't say
Bro, you
the
didn't
other
even let
things
me.
you
Bro, you didn't even
said.
let me finish what I was saying, bro. Like I
I
just
don't
started
need to
talking.
let you finish
I
because you
literally just
lied.
started
You
talking,
lied.
gang.
You said that,
Like I
oh, he
just
only
started
responded to
talking,
one
big
thing.
bro. Like you don't even let me talk,
I
bro.
didn't tell you that anything else you said was false or valid or that it didn't happen. What I told you is the exact message.
My bad,
If they
T.
pick
T.
at
My
12
bad,
and
bro. My
17,
bad,
it's a
bro.
failure.
My
I
bad,
said
bro.
that message.
My bad.
I responded to that and I said that's not
Yeah,
true. I don't
and
think
yeah,
it's a failure.
and no, that's not what you
I didn't
said.
tell
That's
you
not
you
what you
wrong
said.
anything else you
That's
said.
literally not what you said. You just lied.
What did I
You
say,
never
bro?
said that's not true. Why did you just lie?
You said what I'm telling you is I push back to the if they pick at 12 and 17 it's a failure. And the point of it, I don't verbatim. You can say what I said. I don't remember exactly what I said verbatim in response. My point of what I was saying is that is not true. This is an overreaction. I think that's what I said actually to a T. I think I was like this is an overreaction. But regardless, again, the point is in response to it being a failure is that I think that's not true. So tell me what I said and lay it out for the people and make it seem like it wasn't in the heart of, hey, I disagree with this point. Because that's literally all I did. I disagreed with that point.
All right, T. So if you can hear me still, yeah, 100%. I said that if they pick at 12 and 17, that is a failure to me. If they pick at 12, cool, I totally understand. But I also do see a world where they would pick at 12 and 17 because of the new CBA and how cheap those guys' contracts will be. I literally said that after the fact. But then I also said what you just said in the beginning, that they can use either both of those picks or one of those picks and get a guy that is ready to go right now. And when they make a big swing, because I do think OKC will make a big swing this offseason like they did 2 off seasons ago when they added Caruso and when they added Ahart, which led to an NBA championship. I do think Sam Press is going to be aggressive in that aspect as well when it comes to being able to add an immediate rotational player or a guy that can impact their team point blank period at the end of the day. Then he will be geeking to use 12 and 17. That's all. That's literally all I was saying. Like, but I understand all sides of it. I understand why 12 and 17 will be selected if they were to be selected to OKC. But I just don't want to see a world where these picks are potentially being wasted. Like Topic, whatever topic Topic would not play for OKC. Sober is a wait and see thing. But Topic will not be in the rotation this season coming up and or probably next. He'll probably get traded or going elsewhere at the end of the day. I'm not saying this offseason. I'm saying like for his career. He's not going to be in OKC in 3 years. It's just a fact. Sober, we have to wait and see with him. So at 17, whoever they take this year, he's not going to be playing for OKC this year. And that's just a fact. Will he be on the team? Yeah. They'll be there for their 3 years, 4 years until the rookie contract is up.
So silly, man. These are
What's
so
silly? What am I saying that's not true?
It's silly to write off anybody getting some type
Okay,
of
so you
tick
think
during the
Topic will
regular
play?
season
Okay,
on
cool.
a
I don't.
team that
All right. I'm not
silly to
writing the
write
kid.
off.
I'm not writing the kid
Okay.
off.
Go
My
go
bad.
go
My
ahead,
bad.
bro.
My bad.
You
Okay.
you want to know what's silly or
No, my
not?
bad. My
What
bad.
we
My bad.
doing?
Go ahead.
So to me, it's silly to hey whoever they take at 17. There's no way he's gonna get any burn, any tick on a team that has consistently had long, very, very long rotations. A team that apparently, to a lot of people up here, is going to have to move off of some players on the team, and I don't think they're going to replace. I've heard they need to get rid of Wiggins. They need to get rid of Dort. Topic is probably going to be gone. That's 3 names. Even some people are saying the 4th and Isaiah Joe. If all 4 of those guys are going, we're not going to replace them with 4 guys in terms of like, hey, we're trading every last player and grabbing a guy in return for each last player. We probably turn those 4 contracts or 3 contracts, whatever iteration, if that were to happen, because I think we could run it back. I want to be very clear about that. I do think we could run it back and just draft. And if whoever has to get cut off the bottom of the roster, and so be it. But I definitely think we could run this back. But to the point, if we do move 3, 4 contracts, 2 even, we're not going to move them and replace them with a player for each contract. It'll be a situation where 3 contracts get moved for 1 player, that type of ordeal to me. So even in that instance, okay, we take some of the other players, these ancillary guys who don't really matter, or the guys who, hey, your time is up here. You've contributed everything you could contribute to the team. Now we want to move in a different direction, replace them with 1 guy, and then we'll have more young guys on the come up from the draft if we keep both. And it's all in a hypothetical sense. If we select 2 players this draft, it's not a failure, bro. I think we could be very fine at 12 and 17. I don't think we have to panic. I don't think it's all an overreaction. It's all a lot to do about nothing to me, considering the fact that the series played out the way it did. Like,
What's
yeah,
but
I
what is beneficial in picking 12 and 17 instead of trading and actually getting an impact immediate wing right now?
What's beneficial is cost control. What's beneficial is cost control. What's beneficial is cost control. And every player, every rookie. I mean, it's like y'all don't actually use your eyes. We saw 2 rookies on the other side, even though one is really stupid at times. We saw 2 rookies on the team that just beat us have like really impactful moments throughout the playoffs. Rookies are not just automatic. Hey, they can't contribute year
It's
1,
not the same.
especially not when
What's
they go into good, especially not when they go into good systems and good teams. Which I think we have that a good dev system, which we've shown to have. We develop players. We have players ahead of the curve a lot of times in terms of their development and what type of contributions they can make early in their careers. We've shown it time and time and time and time again. And one of the targets for me is a player who is a senior, who has an NBA ready body, who understands his game, who fits the team, gives us a need, has the size we need, is ready to contribute day one. Because, like I said, he has an NBA ready body, has good basketball IQ, has good skill sets and traits, etc. Like I think it's just a lot to do about nothing when we talk about what can 2 rookies do? Like 2 rookies can be the difference in you winning a series or not if they
Yeah,
end up playing.
I hear you on the.
That's kind of how that goes.
I hear you on the
Yeah,
rookie. I hear
you're
you.
confused on their timeline though. Like
No,
I'm
no,
the Spurs.
no.
confused
That's
on
not
my
true. That's
team.
not. That's
Y'all
not
niggas
true.
just
Well,
You're
y'all don't.
confused on the timeline because the Spurs weren't quote unquote right going into this season. Everybody knew that Dylan Harper was well, I knew he was gonna be nice, but they wasn't expected to make a Western Conference Finals before the year started.
What does that
So
have to do with their contribution?
it has to do with the contribution because now as a business aspect, you have to understand a team that clearly has
Yes, you
guys
do.
that are making an immediate impact now and that are going to be are going to be our competition for the next foreseeable years. So you have to also get an immediate impact player in order to counter that. At this point, there's no reason to
Hey,
waste
yo, what
two
we doing?
picks.
What's next?
That's y'all 2 OKC fans going at it. That's why I shut up. I try
I'm
to.
not. I'm done going at it. He's not talking about anything. He's
Joe, how you feel
wrong.
about that? You
He's
want to
talking.
say something back to that, or
Nah, I just feel like there's no sense in drafting 2 guys that right now that's not the timeline we're on. Shay's 27. He's gonna be 28 July,
you
like
gotta kill
birthday's
the
coming up.
timeline thing because J Dub and Chet are not Shea age. Like, bro, your OKC's a young basketball team. Like at the end of the day, like your older players on the roster is Dort, Caruso, and Ihart. I believe that matter. But like Casey Wallace, AJ Mitchell, J Dub, Chet, like they're all fairly young, right? So Aaron Wiggins, I even think he's under 25 or. Maybe even Isaiah Joe. I think Isaiah Joe's probably 27 at the end of the day. But you saying timeline as if see, that's why I said I see all sides of it because I'm with Wes. If Yaxel was there at 12, by all means I'm taking Yaxel because he's going to immediately step in and impact his team off the bench. Now the guy at 17, I don't know.
Hypothetically,
I don't know. No, you're just like fuck 12 and 17. Like don't pick nobody at the end of the day. Point blank. Period. And I hear you, Joe. I'm not like everybody. We all don't think the same, bro. Like we all don't think the same. But if Yaxel was there at 12, I'm taking him because this is a guy that's to college, like a vet. He's like what the Jaime Jaquez was for us coming out of UCLA. 4-year pro, damn near, well experienced and things like that. Fresh off winning, fresh off winning the championship and things like that. He'll be able to impact OKC immediately, and he will play immediately. You know what I'm saying? So, but basically, what West is saying, like, even if these guys do get moved, right, the Dorts that we just speaking on, iHeart, whoever else we speaking on, right, if they were to get moved, we would then have guys already right there ready to step in and fill in and be able to play basketball at 12 and 17 on a contract that's paying them less than $12 million, because that's what these rookies will be getting paid. Now, the other thing that Wes said, though, I hear him, but, like, I'm not comparing Dylan Harper's impact to San Antonio to whoever they will get at 12 or 17 to OKC, because it won't be the same. They won't even be featured like Dylan Harper. And I think the other point.
Yeah, because that was the point of my take.
I'm not saying that was
I'm
the point of
talking
your take.
about having rookies
Your point
contribute,
was impact.
having rookies contribute year one. Like that's all I'm. That is the entire take. Having rookies contribute.
Okay.
They have rookies contribute.
That's a 50-50 gamble at the end of the day. You expect a rookie either to contribute.
Gamble regardless, bro. There's no guarantee that
You'd
who
rather,
paid for is
from a
going
business
to. No,
aspect,
bro.
bro,
You
you'd
niggas
rather
do this
take the
every.
money and pay
Y'all do
somebody
this
that you know
every
is a
off
proven
season, bro.
NBA veteran
You
than to bank on a
niggas
guy that had
are.
4 years
But
in
this is
college
why,
and you
like,
don't know what his
it
production is going to
explains
be in
why
the
certain people are
NBA.
where they are.
You just don't.
And like, this is silly. There's no guarantee in sports. Period. There is no guarantee, and unless maybe you go get Giannis in terms of, hey, he'll be a good player. Still no guarantee that you'll win, but you a guarantee that, hey, we trade for Giannis, he's still going to be able to play basketball. These guys on the margins, these role players who, it's no guarantee. It's no guarantee what they'll do when it matters most. Everybody, like myself included. And I mean, not on this talking point, but hey, Nuggets go pick up Cam Johnson. Oh, Cam Johnson, he's coming off a year where he was better than MPJ. He has some skill sets that they could use that I think are more valuable than what MPJ does for him, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, this is a home run. It was very up and down throughout the season. And then in the playoffs, in a series that really, really mattered for them, he was MPJ all over again, my nigga. It was feast or famine. It was the same exact thing. So this notion that, hey, you cannot keep these players, which, by the way, I keep saying cost control. That matters for a team who has 3 players on max extensions. Y'all, like, it's more to basketball than just, oh, go get players who are ready to win now. You have to actually think about the roster and also map out what am I willing to mortgage in order to go do that. It's not going to just be as simple as, oh, take these 2 contracts, boom. Take some of the players that we don't want, who, by the way, if we don't want them, how many other teams are going to want them? That's another thing. It's not like Lou Dort is a great asset. It's not like Aaron Wiggins is a great asset. It's not like Isaiah Joe is a great asset. Nikola Topic is a great asset. These aren't players that people are banging down our line to get. Like, it's not people who are, oh, I'm lined up at the door. We got every team in the NBA waiting to see what they could get out of these players. Oh, we got an offer for you too. Like, it's not that situation. So when we talk about moving these picks, especially, again, I keep saying cost control, it matters. I don't like regardless of how we want to respond to us losing last night. That's one thing. You don't overreact to a loss, to an unfortunate circumstance, and then be like, yeah, we're gonna fuck some shit up for the future, trying to be ready to compete next year. We were 1 game away. We're 8 points away. Nine. We're 9 points away without our second and third best scorers. And now we need to completely change every fucking thing. All right, y'all got that. I'm not rocking. I'm never going to say that, Joe. I'll never be on that side. And it's stupid. It's illogical. It makes no sense. It is everything that's wrong, bro. Like, you got to be sensible. You cannot just react. Everything in life just can't be, oh, it didn't go my way, so now I'm going to fuck some shit up. Now I'm going to completely change. Everything has to be drastic. Oh, I went left. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. So instead of making a slight pivot, I'm going to go all the way right. No, that's not how this works, bro. Like, doing shit like that in life will have you fucked over. But come on, what's next, man?
It got to be business decisions. And you kind of saw 2 things this series that you can't take away from just being a fan of basketball and watching your eyes. Number 7 was a non-factor. You're moving on from that contract. He has no offensive skill set growing the last 3 years in the NBA at this level. Like, that's inexcusable for any. If I'm a manager in any front organization, and I see a series where you don't attempt a shot in 3 quarters and you're psychologically not there, you're gone out of my business. I'm firing you.
All right.
My take on the game. The series, congratulations to the Spurs. They handled business. As the only one who really put expectations on them when our team died. I'm glad to see that they were able to live up to the expectations that for some odd reason their supporters just didn't want to give them. But salute, they came into enemy lines, across enemy lines, raucous crowd, raucous building, and they showed up. They showed up. They dealt with some Wemby foul trouble, some Castle foul trouble. Were able to overcome that. Their role players gave them what they needed. De'Aaron Fox, Champagnie, Keldon Johnson, major threes in the fourth quarter. Like, man, Luke Cornett, that block. Those three plays right there, the 2 threes that Keldon hit in the fourth and the Cornett block, I think are literally what won them the game. Like, it's more to it than that, but those are the pivotal plays in the fourth quarter that got them over the hump. We didn't have those. We didn't have those 4 pivotal plays, or 3 pivotal plays, etc. Iheart with the steal looked like he was about to have one. Cut a 6-point game, a 6-point deficit to 4. Would have taken our run, I think, to 7-0. I think we were down 11, had a 5-0 run. Mitch calls a timeout. He gets that steal. If he's able to convert, now we have a 7-0 run, down 4. Whole crowd behind us. Spurs dealing with Wemby and foul trouble. Young team. You get rattled. Nah, Luke Cornett said not today. Like I said, Keldon made those shots. Yeah, salute to them. Salute to every guy on our roster except for Chet yesterday. Niggas who do all this Lou Dort stuff, like, he's not great, but at least he's a man. He goes out, he plays basketball, and competes. I think Chet sometimes is too caught up in, I don't want to make it personal. I don't want to get out of myself. I don't want to not represent myself as who I am, so I don't want to feed into it. It's just basketball. We have a goal as a team, etc. But at some point, when somebody's like literally in your chest, you gotta do something. Swing a little chicken, arm, elbow, something. Like, make your presence be felt. Let it be known that, hey, I see what you're doing. I see how you carrying it, and I may not be exactly where you are, but I'm not completely, just succumbing to that, and I'm not going, sit in the fetal position and allow you all to do whatever you want to do. And I think last night defensively he was amazing. I think he played really good defense, and offensively it is one of the most pathetic performances I've seen in a very long time. A very, very long time. Like, the guys and I were talking last night, and 2011 Braun was being thrown out there. Like, it was such a pathetic offensive performance. And it was the unwillingness to try. He didn't try. He completely shied away from that moment offensively, said, I don't want anything to do with this. The outcome of this game is on you all on this end of the court. I'll carry my end of the bargain over there. Defensively, I'll make some plays. I'll contest some shots. I'll do some good things. But offensively, I want nothing to do with this. I'm completely checked out. You all make it happen. And for him to do that, the void of, like, he's, we're down our second and third best scorers. You're the fourth. Like, that's the pecking order. That's how it goes. It's Shea, it's Dub, it's AJ, and then the shoot. That scores on the team. If you're missing 2 of those guys, you have to at least try. 2 shots isn't trying. So yeah, I was disappointed with that. And that was really unfortunate. I don't think we have to trade him. I think we have to put pressure on him this offseason to develop a base. He has no base, which is why he has to play like a wing, and he's not nimble enough to play like a wing. Everybody in this, oh, they could be Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant moves like a guard at 7 feet tall. Like, he's not anything that we've seen. He's not normal. Wemby moves like a guard at 7'5". Like, those players do that because it's in their toolbox, their bag to do so. Chet, you don't move like a guard. You don't. You're a lot more stiff. You don't get off the floor quickly enough. Your handle isn't as solid. You're not. You don't move like water. You're very. I don't want to say robotic, but it's a lot more of the latter than it is the former. And with that being the case, it's like, yo, the offseason program should be Chet. You're 208 pounds right now. By next season, you need to be 220. At least 217. Like let's add some weight, gang. Let's develop, and I'm not even talking like you don't have to do any upper body lifting. Make it all lower half. Develop a lower half. Do something to where you have a base. So when you see the Champagnes, when you see the Dylan Harpers, when you see the De'Aaron Foxes, when you see the Stephon Castles, et cetera, you could actually hold up with the leverage that they're creating because you have a strong enough base to still establish positioning. And that would be the point of emphasis for the offseason. And also help get the players healthy. So on the training staff to do so, on the medical team to do so, figure out what's going on with Jada, figure out what's going on with AJ, and try to get their bodies right. Also, it's so unfortunate because we played into June, basically, and we have nothing to show for it. So we didn't get the rest. Like, typically years where you get hurt, you have rest, have a longer off season. Well, no, we played into June. We did it's just last year repeated without the trophy, without the hardware. So now you have to go into this offseason, a shorter offseason again, and figure out, okay, how do we rejuvenate? How do we recoup? And those are the points of emphasis to me in the offseason. But, salute to the Spurs, like I said. I don't respect them. I think they're weak. Like Kason said, a beatable team. They're everything that people say about us. They flop, they whine. They're everything people say about us. And it's funny because, they're the ones who, we like them, so it's cool. They play dirty. They do everything that the refs really fuck with them and look out for them, which people won't talk about. But how they walked out of last night without a single flagrant, to me, is insane. The last 2 games, no flagrants. Despite everything that they had done on the court that was flagrant. Not a single one. And not a review except for the Carter Bryant play. One review on one Carter Bryant play when he had 2. And both were flagrant. Especially that first one. But, it is what it is. They won. We'll see what they do in the finals. And for us, we got some things to work on for sure. But like I said, the points of emphasis, getting Chet stronger, specifically as Laura have, seeing AJ and Jada get healthier, nursing them back to strength, and maybe, for Shea, really developing an offense where he could play off ball. That's
Thank
another key
you.
point. Like
Thank
that
you.
that has to happen. We need to have some reliable sets, and I mean all the way through the regular season. This regular season coming up, because we've conquered the regular season. It's nothing else for us to gain in the regular season. We will walk to 55 wins in our sleep easily. Like, we'll get to 55. So we really should. We're developing this system not to exclusively play in it, but when you have teams guarding Shea the way the Spurs were, when you have injuries and you're devoid of some key creators, key contributors, you need to have something you can lean on. To make life easier for State, and we didn't have that this year. So hopefully in the offseason we develop that. And take on the challenge. You love Kobe, you speak on him so much, and glowingly as you should. And fortunately, like for you, the people who like you, they speak on you glowingly just how you speak on Kobe. So one of the things, man, go study your GOAT, man. Study your GOAT. See what he did to be effective off ball. See how he got in the flow of an offense without playing on the field. See some of those things. See other ways you can be effective. See other ways you could be a decoy. Just continue to improve your game, ever so slightly, and we'll be fine,
Wes, let
Wes,
me
I
ask you
got a
this
question
question.
for you. Hold on,
Oh,
real quick, Wes. Do you think the Wiggins play a few years back with Chet that fucked up his hip, that fucked up his jumping ability? Because I remember Chet was a way more explosive leaper when it comes to even attacking closeouts, going up for layups. Like he just had more explosion. Would you like how you feel about that?
Yeah, that was one of the issues I saw, which is why I'm emphasizing like him getting a stronger lower half, a stronger base. Um, he had an off season to put in some work, and maybe it was this off season was about just stability, stabilizing those joints more, getting the hip stronger, getting more flexibility, more rotation in the hip. Like I said, stabilizing it. Cool. If that's what this past off season was about, salute, no issues. Now you made it through a full season healthy, second time in your career. You go into this offseason, you don't have to do any type of um, physical therapy. You're not recovering from anything, etc. You need to figure out how to put on 12 pounds, man. And again, maybe 12 pounds is too much. Maybe it's not realistic. I think it is. But again, 208 right now, Wemby's 235. I get it. He's taller. But Wemby came into the league, I think 210, 212, something like that, maybe 215, and he put on 20 pounds. He made sure he had his lower half, or he, got his lower half stronger. He got a more consistent and solid base. He did the things that he needed to do to help his body so his game could improve. And Chet needs to do the same thing. So that would be the focus. I definitely think it could have kept him from, because one of my issues in this series, Tween, was he catches the ball and there's no explosion when he's right. He kept getting packed at the rim because he couldn't explode. Everybody
Exactly,
talked about,
exactly.
oh, he's soft, he's soft. It's not about him being soft. It's about he's when he catches the ball and gathers to go dunk, he's not getting off the court as quickly as you would like a player to do. Like he just doesn't have that type of explosion. But that's something that he can improve and he can work on. So no excuses. Go change it. Go adjust it. Get with Just Train. Russ is a franchise, GOAT, whatever. Like figure out what you have to do to improve the things that you need to improve within your body so your game can see um the leaps that you wanted to see. But go ahead, Bray.
Hold on, Bray.
it was regarding to check because I haven't
Hold
really
on,
seen
Bray.
much of it.
Hold on, Bray.
Oh,
My bad. That was a good 5-10 minutes out of West. So we slide a promo as we hit the second hour. Yeah, if you are still watching, we are 2 hours and 5 minutes into the show. Let's go. 2 hours and 5 minutes into the show today. Make sure you all hit that follow button on Twitch if you're first time watching. Make sure you all hit that sub button on YouTube if you're first time watching. And you can be a part of this community as well. That's been built up over 4 years with numerous different people that spoke inside of this platform. From a podcast perspective or a daily show perspective, you can be a part of this too. Also, we have watch parties for NBA games, NFL games, college basketball, college football, WNBA, and things like that. So that's another reason to join the Discord. The Discord link is pinned on YouTube. The Discord link is also pinned on Twitch. Now, last, certainly not least, in regards to the promotional aspect, Josh, appreciate that gift of sub. Let's go. last thing, make sure y'all tap into the Fact and Stats Twitter page, y'all. This is very, 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 very important. As I shifted my schedule to mainly only being able to host on weekends, you will have like Heaven Sense step up to the plate and host the show on Spaces, while Jordan Woods and West more often than not is at the co-host spot. So shout out to those three people for helping the show still go on throughout the week, for you all to still have quality sports talks at the end of it. To have quality sports talks at the end of the day, in regards to all the sports that we do discuss. A reminder: the weekly show for football on Sundays at least will be coming back as well, and we'll be talking about all the different positions, ranking the top tens, diving into all the divisions, who we expect to do what, and things like that, and just the whole entire nine when it comes to NFL talks. And that will most likely take place in the beginning of July, after the whole NBA draft stuff and the finals conclude. So make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. Make sure you hit that sub button on hit that follow button on Twitch and Twitter. Hit that sub button on YouTube. But again, Twitter is very important because I always will tweet out if I'm going to host a show on YouTube and Twitch, and then if not, you will see a space link get scheduled. For example, like right here, where it says set a reminder for my upcoming space and da 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 da. So at Fact and Stats _ on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow the Twitter page. Join the Fact and Stats Discord. And yeah, last but certainly not least, we got the Fact and Stats Cookout 4th annual coming up in 13 days. If you didn't plan on coming, you probably can't come now. I heard ticket prices from a flight perspective is a little ridiculous. So, yeah, if you didn't already book your flight, I'll be surprised if you were to make it. But either way, 13 days. If you do plan on coming, make sure you RSVP via Eventbrite. There's 2 different tickets that you can purchase. One regular general admission, another one where you can donate towards the cookout, like $5, whatever the amount is. I'm gonna put an amount on it. Well, whatever the amount is. Again, it's the 4th annual one, and I'm already looking forward to year 5. But this one right here, first time I would have a DJ at the cookout and things like that. It's gonna be a lot of first time things. I'm looking to continuously improve the Fact and Stats platform, business, and also the cookout. So, yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump back into it after Bray say whatever he's about to say. We're going to go to Goods and tap in with Goods. Wes made a good point for a majority of things that he was saying, especially the base aspect. T mentioned the base thing last night to me as we were on a group call after the game. So, yeah, definitely agree with that from Wes and T perspective. And then I'm going to see if Amadou is ready to go after Goods as well. Well, what's up, Bray?
Oh, shoot. I was just more to what Wes
Spurs.
said.
Yeah, you can respond to my bad. And I see you 2 Spurs.
Oh, no, you're good. It was more to what he said about, he wants Chet to gain weight this more summer. If he can't move like a guard, and at least for me, if he can't move like a guard, I'd rather him be in the paint mostly. You would want him to gain muscle to upper strength to that where he can, next time he sees Wemby, he doesn't get scared and actually try to box him out or play defense to where you don't have Caruso or somebody else guarding him like it was game 1 compared to now where he just doesn't show up at all. So what else do you want him to do outside of gaining weight and a jump shot consistently?
Nothing. I want him to gain weight. I want him to have a more solid base. I don't even think his jump shot is an issue. He doesn't shoot. He doesn't shoot. I think he averaged 8 shots a game in the series. That's with no Dub, no Mitchell. And obviously they will help his game. So some of this, like I said earlier in the series, 2 of his guys, like 2-man games, the people he works off of the most in our offense, they're gone. We don't call plays for Chet. Like, look at this series. You count 5, like maybe on one hand, how many times we called a play for Chet. We don't do that. He gets his in the flow of the offense or playing off of, certain guys, and the guys that he plays off of for the most part weren't there. But I don't think he needs to work on anything else outside of getting a more consistent base. Maybe I could say some, more balance, try to maybe a Pilates class, see if you could get more flexible, do some of that goofy shit you see the guy from the other side doing, especially if it's effective. Go be a monk. I don't know. Whatever works, my nigga. But yeah, it's a body thing for me.
Because I wouldn't move on from a player like Chet unless Both of those guys are back fully healthy, and he still has the same issues.
I'm not moving on from Chet. I don't even think it's a like that's the overreaction shit I be talking about, bro. There's no reason for us to do that. Um, if we do, it better be for something extraordinary. But I'm not moving.
Like
I
Giannis.
don't think it needs to happen. Giannis, nah, not really. But like this
You
is
wouldn't even
also
do it for
why I'm not
Giannis?
Because I know
moving.
Goods is on that ballpark.
The nigga's 31 and he has lower extremity issues. Giannis is a really great player. If that happens, so be it. You know, it's not like I'm gonna say screw the team, but nah, I don't think it's worth that. I think when players fail, the first answer shouldn't be, okay, we gotta go find somebody else. He failed. Players fail. So many, like everybody in the NBA fails. Everybody. Everybody in life fails. He failed. Now you all develop a strategy and a plan to ensure that he has a better chance at succeeding the next time he's in a position like this. It's just, but hey, if they feel like there is no way forward with him, if they feel like there's nothing they could do for him to salvage who he is as a basketball player, um, I guess assuming he's broken because he didn't play well in a series, after being completely dominant the first two. Granted, low leverage, bad comp, whatever you want to throw out there. And so be it. You know, if that's what has to happen, that's what they'll do. I'll trust Sam the same way Shay said he'll trust Sam. But my focus is size in terms of anything from a roster standpoint. Yo, I think we should target size in the draft. And I'm not talking another center. We need wings. I want 6'7" to 6'10" guys, preferably
Yeah.
6'8", 6'9". But we need wings. Some people with real bodies too, not lanky guys who, oh, the slender man. No, I want grown men. I want people who weigh more than me. I'm 5'10", 210 pounds. I need guys who weigh more than me. I need people on our roster who weigh more than me. That matters to me. Those things are important. So yeah, target Yaxel. Figure out how to get him. Do damn near whatever it takes to get him. We have still a treasure chest of assets that can be moved. Figure out a way. Don't go into the next season without him. You know, have you, if you will. But assuming that's not a realistic option, assuming somebody reaches for him or the price is just too much, still look throughout the draft and get some size. 6'8", that should be the target. 6'7" at the very least. But yeah, come on.
All right, well said, brother. Good point about the size things. When you look at the impactful guys for you guys that actually play, I don't think none of them are above 6'5". I'm not talking to SJ and Jada. I'm talking about without outside of them. I'm talking about Caruso, Kaysen, Dort, Jared. They're 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 relatively like 6'4" and below, I believe. So yeah, that's definitely a good point. 100%. And when Isaiah Joe and or Aaron Wiggins, we know what Aaron Wiggins looked like for the most part this year. His role was just up and down anyway. But Isaiah Joe, the liability that he opposed or offers, the liability that he is on the defensive side, and even then he's probably like 6'4". How tall is Isaiah Joe? Yeah, it say he's 6'4" right here. So
6'3".
yeah,
Wow.
great. We say he probably really is 6'3". So great thing that Wes just mentioned. Let me go ahead and get Goods activated, y'all. Man, Goods, give us the whole rundown, man. Talk to us how you feeling. Then I'm gonna see what's up with Spurs and Bari and Amadou. And not saying that's the order, and even Miles, if he has something to add on, and then yeah, that'll probably conclude there, and I'll leave the draft stuff, which I do want to speak on too, more so for probably something throughout the week. Again, if there's no show Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or whatever the case may be from a space perspective, I can guarantee you that I will do a show. Let's just say 6:30 on Wednesday, the actual finals day, and get some predictions get some predictions in there and things like that on YouTube and Twitch, as well. So if there's not a space about that on Monday, Tuesday, or something like that, then I definitely will make sure I do a YouTube or Twitch show at like 6 p.m. to like 8 o'clock. 'Cause I know the game started at 8:30, and that's enough time to get some serious predictions and full thoughts and stuff like that out. But what's up, goods? Hello, can y'all hear me? I mean, so what's up? Goods, we can't hear you. You came off mute, but we can't hear you, gang.
Can you hear me now? Can
Yeah,
you
we
hear
hear
me
you
now?
now. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like the sun is shining outside, nigga. Like today, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling good because narratives from that game, that series in general, were just some straight up bullshit. I'm tired of arguing it. I finally get to watch like shows this summer, BMF coming out, Love Island coming out. But on a real note, for the outlook on the team, going
Love
forward,
Island
I
coming
think we had
out.
a shot.
Hey,
That nigga just said Love
I
hey,
think we
Island.
had a
Mo.
shot. I think we had a shot, bro. If everything came down to it, if we were healthy, I think we win that series in 6, like my prediction. But that's not how basketball works. Not everybody's gonna be healthy every run, and that's why it's so hard to repeat in the new NBA. Like it's really, really hard. Everything got to be perfect for you to repeat. Just
A mini blunder.
I'm here.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Hello?
I'm here. You
Yeah,
can hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
My Wi-Fi keep tripping. But yeah, man. Shout out to the Spurs. Really, really dirty team in my opinion. But they're dirty, they're young, they're feisty. I like young teams like that. Shout out to them. They got the buildup of a great young team going forward, but I just think we're better. Point blank, period. And hopefully we get a series to where both sides are healthy going forward. And both players are playing best in the world levels going forward. But yeah, bro, like I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. Like we lost. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. We're just gonna come back better next year, or reinforcements, whatever we may do. And yeah, that's it. And if niggas wanted me to give my input on Chet, yeah, I told niggas trade him for Giannis last night. But guess what? I said trade Brock Purdy for Lamar Jackson. Then trade Nick Bosa for Lamar Jackson. I said trade fucking J-Dub for Giannis. Nigga, that's just how I am, bro. In the spur of the moment, you got to give me a second to relax, bro. Because if I'm not relaxed, I'm going to be hot. I'm going to just say shit. Just say shit. But I can never get rid of Chet. Chet is one of the most unique players in the NBA. He's a footer who can defend, who can space the floor. And that matters. And that really, really matters. So, yeah. If anybody thinks I'm going to trade him, bro, I'm not about to do this with you, nigga. You're not about to get any agendas off because you moved from the Bulls to the Wolves to the Spurs to the Warriors. Like, nigga, you don't stop. You flip-flop more than anybody I know.
Whoa, I haven't said anything about the Spurs. I wasn't even rooting for them.
Yeah, okay, nigga. But anyways, yeah. Shout out to my guys in the great season. Oh, let me give a few shout-outs to Kaysen. Excellent player. I can't wait to see what we have in him going forward. He's 100% getting paid. He deserves it.
I seen 140 floating. How you feel about that?
140 is not happening. He's going to be around 30 plus a year.
No, I'm saying 140 for 5.
140 for 5? Well, that's not terrible. And as the cap goes up, I feel like that's going to be an okay contract.
Yeah, that's under 30. That's around like that's 28.
Yeah, I'm not tripping on that. Like, I would pay that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that.
What's that? 28?
Yeah, I would pay that.
That's 28 on the dot.
Wow, 28. Okay. Is that real? That's not true. You said, oh,
Wait,
no,
what's not true?
It is. Yeah, it's around that ballpark. Yeah,
bro, you trying to fact check me? Man, you don't gotta do that.
I be having to fact check you, gang.
You don't, bro. Stand down, bro.
Good.
I'm good for it.
I think it should be 25. He should get a Dyson Daniels deal, man.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 25 is around his range, bro. That's not
I
bad.
agree.
Like,
But you don't think he got more potential than a Dyson though? Like
No matter
I think
upside
me
his
and
personally,
role
play.
I
for the
think
team.
Kaysen right
His
now,
role
as
for
it
the
stands,
team
is
is what he
probably
is. I don't want to overextend to pay, and I like Kaysen. I really do. I think he should be here for a very long time. But yeah, I'm not paying him too much, and anything teetering towards 30 to me is too much. 25 is ideal. If his agent pushes for 28, maybe. But 25, I think, you
I
got to
think
look at
Sam is going
Sammy's
to try to
contract
get
for
him
a minute.
around 25, 26. If he doesn't get that, then Sam will just pay the extra. But he deserves it. I think he personally, like, as it stands, he probably is the best guard defender in the NBA right now. Like, he's just ridiculous. In the regular season, he was getting bullied by those same guards on San Antonio, and he completely flipped it around. Like, they couldn't create any real advantage on Case in this entire series. Castle couldn't, which is why we put him on Castle. Castle will always ask for the switch.
Good. You didn't see us go to the
Dylan
rim.
couldn't. Dylan couldn't. De'Aaron couldn't. Like, he was just doing whatever he wanted to those guys. So I really, really think Kaysen is worth the money. Dort, he will not be here next year. I seen his presser earlier. He said he wants to stay. Yeah, good luck, buddy. You will not be on this team going forward. We commend you for everything you did for us last championship. You helped us win a few games that mattered in that run. You're a building block to this franchise, but it's time to move on, bro. Like, it's time to move on, move to a new leaf in the organization. And yeah, Caruso, he's just a man. Like, nothing else I can say about him. I heart. He's going to be the tough decision in the offseason because from what I've seen from Chet, boy, like, to lose iHeart, that would be really, really bad, in my opinion. Yeah, Chet being the five, we could easily win 55 to 60 games with Chet being the five. But I'm thinking more of playoffs now more than anything. I'm no longer thinking about the regular season because we're going to win another 60 games next year just by the level of floor we have as a team and with Shea
But what do you do
being
with
who he is.
iHeart? What do you
So,
do with iHeart though?
what do you mean?
Isn't his contract up or he has a team option or something?
Yeah, we could decline it and sign him back to a new deal.
Wait,
But
Goose, how much are you willing to pay him though?
um that's something I'll have to look at with the sheets and shit, bro. Like, I can't really give you a real like number yet, but maybe like around what a premium center would get paid. But then, that requires us losing a
That's like
couple
20. That's
players.
like 22.
Yeah, I think we're paying him what, 25 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I thought we were
uh
giving him 30. Dang.
Yeah, I think you're giving 30.
yeah, I
I
think is it 30 or 25?
think it's 29.
29?
I could check that.
I know it's in the 20s. I don't know. I don't think it's 30. Maybe it is 30. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. iHeart is right now 28. Well, next season will be
Yeah,
29.
28.
Yeah.
Right, next year will be 28.
No,
Good.
but
You
that's a
can't even give
team
us a
option
little bit
though.
of credit.
They're
Just a
gonna
little bit.
retool it. They're gonna try to get him on a 3-year deal.
Yeah, we'll decline it and most likely and then try and get him on a 3-year deal to come back. Most of that would
Exactly.
probably
Yep.
be like, yo, like you could get a chance to come back and compete for a championship. But if
It
another
might be
team
front
throws it,
loaded. You think it
if
might
another
be
team
front
throws a
loaded?
bag at him, bro,
Bro, we
like
gonna have to give him
it's
30, bro. We doing a lot of
Yeah, I think you
messaging
do
right
because the
now.
Lakers are also going to want to pay him a lot of money too because they need to.
yeah,
You
we're
might
gonna
have
have
to
to like
front. You might have to front load that contract when it come to. I mean, back load that. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know which one would be better because y'all gonna be in the second April next year.
There's a chance he might get 35. By the way, people are discounting that.
yeah, man, I don't know. It's
Because
mostly
Dort,
gonna have to be like
Not
if
from
he
us.
gives us Yeah, he's not getting that much from us. We'll gladly just move a different way and probably draft Mara or something, Mara. Try and get Mara in the draft or something like that, and get a big wing to pair with Mara instead. But yeah, bro, like I don't know. And then we also have Sorber still there in the background. We haven't used him yet, so and he was the iHeart replacement, quote unquote, when we had drafted him. So I don't know. We got to see how he's looking off of that ACL. He was a really good prospect in college. I think he'll be really good. So yeah, bro, like it's just a lot to look forward to. Like I think Wes said earlier, go get Yaxel by any means. Me personally, if we got an opportunity, I would go get Boozer, but that's just me. But if Yaxel is available, if Morez is available, you go get those guys. You get positional size. And if you can't get that positional size, you get another ball handler, in my opinion. You can never go wrong with another ball handler in this new NBA. Oh, to get another guy who could take the pressure off of Shea, Dub, and just move like that, bro. And then yeah, that's just what I'll do next season. We'll be back.
This nigga started laughing.
In what
Bruh,
world?
That
In
was
what
an
world
evil
can we
laugh
get?
too, BJ.
In what world can we get Boozer, bro?
Shit, see if we can
Then
trade
y'all
up,
trade
man.
everything.
Yeah, he's
Y'all
he's
get
See if we can
Boozer.
trade.
he's
You gotta
Not
get
Because
everything, but like to get
because
Boozer, we would have to move Chat.
from what I'm
If you
looking
trade
at,
Chet, you could get Boozer.
if
I'm saying to
Chet,
get
bro, if
Boozer, we would
Boozer
have
was
to
to
move
drop
Chet.
to
I'm
the
not doing
fourth
that.
pick, if
Hey,
Boozer was
hey,
to
let
drop
me
to the
He's
just
not
fourth
hey, let
dropping
me
the
pick,
just
four,
tell you.
man.
Hey, let me just tell you why I started laughing. Because it's like guys talking about trying to get another ball handler. We got 3 ball handlers. We got laughed at 20 times.
what?
huh?
Oh, with Fox, Harper, and Castle, right?
Nobody laughed at them for that, bro. Just we're gonna bypass that comment. BJ had a great rant today. So he's still on his high horse.
Oh, he got to rant.
Yeah, he had a great rant today. Nobody cut
Oh
him
my
off.
god,
Yeah.
glad I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, he spoke to us about how he was never
Yeah,
worried,
yeah.
and how he has the best player in the
How
world
his
who got
favorite player,
outplayed by
that
staying
he hit
4 and
on a
7 games.
punished him. He punished him. He literally got
Yeah,
2
so
points on him. He
yeah,
got 2 points
he
on him.
spoke to
Wes.
how he was never
Wes,
worried.
how you feel about what Shea said in his presser?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah, a
What
couple
did he
things.
say?
He said that he's going to be watching a lot of tape on this specific series because the Spurs they did a really good job at guarding him, and he said he doesn't want to come back next year with them being able to guard him, basically.
I
So he said
mean,
it's
yeah,
going to be a
what
long summer,
kind of
long
speaks to
summer
one of
for
the
him.
things I said. Um, I think he needs to learn. I think we need to develop an offensive system that gets him off ball, and he just needs to learn how to be more effective off ball. Like learn how to play off ball and figure out what he wants to do. Like, okay, if I'm playing off ball, where do I want to score from? Where do I want to initiate my attack? How do I want to leverage my skill set off ball, my gravity, etc., to help the team offensively? Um, how am I going to read the court when I'm playing off ball? If I get the ball coming off, some down screens, some pin downs, and I'm, let's say, back to the basket, baseline extended, elbow extended, and my back is to the rim. All right, defender on me, got, let's say, 8 eyes on me. How am I going to read the court, process what is happening defensively, etc.? Like, it's just things like that. He needs to figure out, okay, how do I become an effective player in this, aspect of the game? But no, it's cool. It's cool. I think he definitely could have played better, but to be facing the best team in the world, to some people, void of your second and third best scorers and second and third best creators, and to go out play the best player in the world 4 out of 7 games, I think we'll be fine.
Oh, tissue. Well, he was from you got this.
A fact.
Now, now,
And
now, now, now you gonna pull this
I'm
gimmick. Okay,
garbage.
brother.
and then another thing,
Good luck next year.
What
he
gimmick?
also
What gimmick?
said, bro, he did outplay the nigga 4 out of 7 games, but whatever. But another thing,
Brother. Okay, guess what? And you
another
know what?
thing.
West
Must
told
be
me.
a
West
gimmick,
told me
good.
last
Must
series.
be a gimmick.
West told me
Must be
last
a
series
gimmick.
we got outplayed every single game by Minnesota, and what happened? Shit don't
Must be a
matter.
gimmick, dude. Must be a gimmick.
Bro,
Shit don't
BJ,
matter.
no funny, BJ. Fuck your chest. Keep doing it, brother. Keep doing it. I love it,
Do
bro.
what?
I love it.
Do
I just
what?
want you to have all the confidence in the world. Because when it comes crashing down after these finals, nigga,
Brother,
it's gonna be
what
music
am I
to my ears, nigga.
why would I be
It's
crashing
gonna be
down?
music to my ears. Keep
Bro,
pumping your
Goods man
chest.
finna be a fake Knicks fan now.
I
He's
don't
so
Fuck your
care.
excited,
chest.
bro.
I don't care, brother. I don't care,
Bro, the
brother.
Knicks finna
'Cause
let
guess
him the
what?
fuck down too.
You
That's
know
the
what?
crazy part.
Bro, you act like I care.
I
You wanna know
don't
why I
know,
don't
man.
care?
It's gonna be different,
Bro,
bro.
we've been proving people wrong all year, and we've definitely been proving your ass wrong all year. And you seen that man you be hating on? He put check under the rim multiple times this series. That's the man you be hating on. You. Now I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking directly to you. And look what happened to him.
Who are you talking about?
All right. You can act dumb, bro.
Bruh, congratulations. Stephon
You
Castle
must
had a
be hating
great
on Sam
series.
Penny. You be hating on Sam
Bruh,
Penny
Yeah,
like
he
again?
what
talking
the
about Stephon
fuck?
Castle, bro. He talking about Stephon Castle, bro.
Oh well, he can't be talking about the same series. Maybe he watched something different. I don't know.
Like, bro, this nigga really think, bro. I'm gonna stick with what I think about Castle, bro. Solid
That's fine,
player.
brother.
I just will never, bro. He's the Jimmy Butler type of nigga, bro. Like I will
And
never
guess what?
respect niggas like Jimmy Butler,
And
bro.
when you
You know how
turn
I
the
feel
TV
about
on,
that.
and when you turn the TV on Wednesday night, you gonna see us, not y'all.
Hey,
Okay,
go
yep,
win it all, gang. Go get it
yep.
done.
Go do it, brother.
Go
Hope you
get it
do.
done.
Hope you do.
Yeah.
No, we're
The
actually playing a
Wemby
team.
era. The
We're
Wemby
actually playing a team that's
era.
actually tougher than
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. Go
So
get it
it's gonna
done.
be different. The
Don't lose in
series
the
gonna be
finals,
different.
or else you're the first to
Salute, salute,
lose.
salute, salute,
Bum.
salute. You know.
What you talking about, nigga? Go win. Go win
Shout out to
something.
y'all on YouTube, man. Make sure I hit that sub button, y'all. Spurs, I am not reading that out loud. That is an insane message. For one, I don't know why you even thought the Spurs would
I
sweep.
can read it right now if you want.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So I just want to say shout out OKC for making this series competitive, man. Because one reason why I thought Spurs were going to sweep OKC was because I thought Wemby he owns Chet. Everything Chet does, Wemby does better. And I thought that was going to be too big of a mismatch for people to deal with. And I thought Spurs were sweeping, but OKC proved me wrong with their depth. They really stepped up. Their role players really stepped up and made this series competitive. Case and Wallace, shout out to you, man. Shout out Caillou. Shout out Duke Dennis. Shout out all them role players. They stepped up. And yeah, it was a great series, man. I love basketball for reasons like this. And I'm out.
All right, shout out my brother Spurs. Appreciate you, brother, for all the support.
Bro, we really let Spurs and BJ get to
Oh,
a
my
finals,
last
bro.
thing
This
directed
shit
to
is
you, right?
throwing me off,
Remember
gang.
after game 3, after everybody had them fake games, and I told you that shit wasn't gonna happen again, and you kept trying to tell me those guys were these so good on good role players. I told you what was gonna happen, brother. I told you what was gonna happen, brother.
Brother, did you not watch game 5? Hello?
Yes, I watched it. What happened?
Yeah, nah, bro, nah,
But
bro,
like I said,
bro,
when
nah.
Jalen Williams had one good scoring game, and you thought he was gonna have multiple good scoring games? No, that's fake.
What are you? Jalen Williams was good. Damn near the entire series. What are you talking about?
Nah, J Will
Respect,
had
brother.
a great
See you
game
next year.
one.
Hopefully we can do it
You
again
talking about
next year.
J Dub or J
Hopefully we can
Will?
go to a game next year.
Brother, okay, all right. Can you meet me in New York so we can watch a game together, brother?
I got no business being. I got no
Bro,
business.
Meet,
Hold
Goods,
meet
on,
no
him at the
funny though.
hold
So,
on,
cookout.
can y'all hear
All
me?
right,
Hold on,
Goods, you
okay.
y'all
trying to pull a
can hear
Knicks
me?
gimmick now?
Meet him at the
Yo, is
cookout.
my
Game
mic
5
up?
at the cookout, good. What you mean?
Brother,
Yo,
actually not. You know what? You know what? If you actually come to the cookout and you pop out for game 5, I'm really going to super drag. Like it's gonna be one of them drags where it's like I have on nothing but Spurs gear type of drag. Like you know what I'm saying? Just so you can watch me enjoy us
I
winning game 5.
guarantee you don't got the shorts, nigga.
Like you know what
I
I'm saying?
guarantee you don't got the shorts. You don't got the shorts and the jersey, nigga. If you don't got if you even got those two, you don't got the headband, nigga. Dare you to put on the headband too with it, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
All right, Barry, what you got to say, Barry? You probably the last one to get out of your mouth, and I'm gonna do. If I get up out of
Say
here.
played a good
nigga
game.
Barbie not gonna say nothing, bro.
Twin, you just let him talk, gang, like that.
Say had a good game. Shout out to Kaysen, bruh. On the Spurs side of things, who do I want to really go with? I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought that Keldon was gonna throw the game in the third quarter whenever they brought him in, and he just came in. He was just playing bad. But then he hit them 2 big threes, and then I feel like it swung the game. Let me think. What else did I really care about in that game? Castle definitely tried to throw towards the end. Oh, Fox. Oh, yeah, Fox. I ain't crawl on Fox because Fox actually showed up. I feel like he was a huge reason why they won. So shout out to him. He actually earned his $60 million. Let me think. What else? I didn't mean to move. You're welcome. But really my biggest takeaway was Fox because I said that Fox is gonna have to show up in order for them to win this game, and he actually did. He didn't turn the ball over much. He hit some big shots when they needed, and and also I do like Wes's point about what he was saying about how no one really cares about how the Spurs are playing basketball as far as like how they're flopping and playing dirty and it's down a third and people punish OKC for that because I feel like the Spurs, especially Wemby, bro, like on a lot of his jumpers, he's just blatantly flopping and no one cares. Yet I see most of the discourses about Shea, so that was one of my takeaways from the game. And I guess schematically, nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut up. But what I'm saying, schematically, I feel like Shea gave it all he could. They just didn't have enough as far as Caruso and Dort. And Dort, I ain't gonna lie, goods. That nigga Dort's one of the worst to ever do it, bro. Yeah, Lou Dort.
Bro, this nigga's in the presser saying he's going to do whatever he can to come back next year, bro. It might be over, bro.
Nah, he gotta go. I ain't gonna lie, as long as Lou Dort is on your team, whoever y'all play got a shot to win, bro. I'm sorry, but that nigga is garbage.
Fuck around and come back for free.
Yeah, bro. He trying to come back. As long as he doesn't start next year, I'm good. He can come back, but it better be on like the most minimum deal.
Shout out Duke Dennis, bro. Shout out Duke Dennis, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a solid player, man. I think who fucking good about him? I think he was good. Say he was solid. I forgot.
Nah, he's a Jokic stopper. We seen it last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that shit was a gimmick. No, he's a real basketball player.
Nah, facts.
McCain. Yeah, he did his thing. He played his game. I feel like OKC has to keep him because I feel like he's a big part of like their second side creation and like what was DHOs and whatnot. So I feel like they have to bring him back. I'm not sure exactly where Sorber's gonna be when he comes back, especially coming off the ACL and all that stuff. So I don't know. And then I feel like as far as OKC, where they go from here, I don't think they have to make too. Y'all said they had 12 and 17. I feel like they don't have to make too many changes. I mean, they took them 7 despite all the injuries. So I don't know. I feel like OKC's still in a pretty good spot. I forgot who else was talking about the off ball stuff. Shea needs to get off the ball and things like that. I think that's a pretty good point because I don't know. I just feel like that he needs to expand his game, like him being a what's the word for it? Him being a possession demon. I don't know. I think he does need to find more ways to create offense outside of just scoring on the ball, though, because that's been one of my gripes against him, and it kind of showed up in the series. I feel like Wemby's a more versatile, like as far as like play type, which you can run for him. Not saying that he's necessarily a better player than Shea. Well, while there is an argument, but you said you got to pee. All right, bro, stop moaning. Here, but yeah, first side of things, Dylan Harper, he played really well the last 2 games. I feel like he swung the game for them. And Castle, he's pretty solid, just doing role player shit. Hey, Goods, don't slander Jimmy Butler again in my space, nigga. And I also think that people think that the Spurs versus Knicks series is an automatic Spurs win. I wouldn't be too quick to declare that. Because if you've been watching the Knicks versus Spurs series, the Knicks have really been giving them hell. So, but other than that, man, shout out to the Spurs. But I'm also not going to be biased. I feel like they definitely won because of injuries. And, it's going to be a nice matchup for the next 10 years.
Yeah, definitely going to be a nice matchup for the next 10 years. I said I think it's going to be the Western Conference Finals matchup at least 5 out of the next 10 years, easily. And
I ain't got something for me, bro.
I want to say one thing, like, y'all stop texting me and stop speaking on like my statement. Heavenson, Jordan Wilson, Chan, whoever, like, stop speaking on my statement when I said OKC will have 3 rings by 2030. Y'all, there's 3 more seasons to go with that. 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 28, 29, 29. Actually, 4 more. So, yes, I still stand on that. That's not going to change. I had the Spurs winning it all next year. If the Spurs were to win it all this year, then that's
Injuries
still
were played a part of that.
can I
That's the
can I
sad
can,
part.
can oh my bad.
I was
I think he's on
giving
my
you
side.
Bill,
My
but
bad.
okay.
I think he's on my side. My bad. And I'm pretty sure when I made that statement, I said unless an injury happens to one of the big 3 guys, but they still could have won this series. I do think if they won this series, they probably still could have beat the Knicks. At the end of the day, it's not coping. I'm standing on that. I still think they'll get 2 more rings in the next 4 years. Like, I'm just that confident in the team, that confident in the organization, that confident in their best player, and also all the assets that they have at the end of the day. Like, I hear what Weston Goods is saying from West is something real good, y'all. West is something that's not even just about basketball. I hope y'all were listening. Like, sometimes we're like, and I'm a victim to this too. Like, everybody's a victim to it. That's why it was so good. Sometimes when something don't go your way in life or whatever the case may be, the first reaction is to like, oh my God, now damn, what I gotta do now? Like, oh nah, something gotta get like, nah. Sometimes you just gotta chill, just soak it all in. Like that. I can't repeat what he said word for word, but it was really good. I hope y'all were listening because like that's a real life stuff. Like that's real life stuff, not even just basketball. And he was speaking to like the Chet aspect of things when it comes to like, oh nah, he gotta go.
Oh, he said sometimes you're gonna fail.
I think him. I think Chet going is it would be an overreaction to this. I think Chet just has to understand different ways to attack this matchup. Whether that's getting stronger on the defensive end of the ball or adding to his game offensively, he's got to find ways to be effective versus Victor Wembanyama. And that ultimately is going to be a massive piece of this moving forward. As far as the Thunder are concerned, I think you can stand to add some better on-ball help so that way you can be versatile more so in using SGA off-ball, and that's including SGA himself getting better at being off-ball a little bit more effective too. And I think you saw that in a lot of ways in which we talked throughout the regular season about how much SGA as the engine of this offense matters, and how much his value is with the ball in his hands because he makes a lot of the Thunder defensive lineups work because of what he can do. When you significantly cut where he can get at the rim and then the jump shooting is not falling to that level that it needs to, you saw the weaknesses there. And I think that some of that is on the Thunder team construction that can be improved, but also some of that is on him in which he can get better. But I think there are tweaks for them to make. I don't think that there needs to be anything drastic for them to compete. Again, this did go 7 with J-Dub out, for whatever that is worth as far as that's concerned. I don't think that determined the series, but that's just me. And because they still had a shot to if Chet did show up. But I think that's what it comes down to. Chet getting better, I think, is a big piece of it, and maybe a little bit extra on ball help, and I'm sure they'll make some other tweaks as well with what they have as far as assets are concerned. But I don't think the Thunder need to do anything drastic to go right back and be and competing there for a title. It's just about they got to solve this riddle. That's what it comes down to. Because anything that they do drastically is also going to lead right back to saying that we got to solve the Spurs riddle. That's really what it comes down to. And I don't think anything. Giannis, I understand why that's the thing that people point to, but like, still, there's still a thing where you're going to have to solve the Spurs, in my opinion.
This isn't a riddle, and there's nothing to solve. But salute. We gotta solve the Spurs riddle. Come on.
When you see what was happening at the rim with SGA and the design of the offense, that is something that does need to be solved, and that does need to be solved from SGA getting
It's
better,
easier to
also
guard you
being able
like
to
that
use him
when you don't have
off the ball as
players.
well.
Well, the team isn't
they got
made
to get
up.
better ball handlers
The
as well.
team, no, we
J-Dub and
don't. We
AJ
need
being
our
back will
players
help.
to be healthy.
They're already on the team.
That's kind of what
They just weren't there.
So,
you know.
and again, this is also a conversation about how much J-Dub has the ball as far as that's concerned compared to his off-ball usage. He will help, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do anything drastic, but to act like there's not a riddle to be solved, yeah,
There isn't a riddle to be solved. You can only some of those coverages
we will wholeheartedly disagree with that,
okay,
Wes,
cool.
but that's
Some
fine.
of the coverages that were thrown at us were only applicable without those guys on the court to me. If we are having lineups with Shea, AJ, and Dub in the lineup, there are things that the Spurs did in the series that they just cannot do if those 3 are on the court together. So when we talk about a riddle and having to solve it, it's not really anything to solve. Maybe Chet has to solve some things. I agree with your Chet points, but the team as a whole, nah. We need to just, run it back. Get our players back on the court and see what happens. And then if they do it again, if they can replicate their success this series next year, assuming we meet each other again, then we'll have a real conversation. But right now, nah, there is no riddle. Hey, you all had more health than we did, and you all used that to your advantage, as you should have, and now you're going to the NBA Finals. We were 9 points away. All right, let's take
Points
those
away because I think the
9
Spurs
points into
won
the
the
offseason
series
and
by
make it
what
happen.
was it over? I think the point differential ended up being some 40 for the series. So it was more
We
than
were
9 points.
9 points away.
I'm just saying with the point differential would not say that you were only 9 points away. The only thing that I'll say is the reason why I say that it is a riddle
But he
because
too smart for shit
we
like this.
we
Like why? Like no,
we saw some why
that shit
it's
should
just
be
not it wasn't
embarrassing.
just nine
That shit
points. It
should
was
be
other there
embarrassing.
were
So,
other
like
differences. There were other
for
differences
the
as far as
community,
the series
y'all
was
gotta
concerned.
start holding D-Mac
The
accountable when he do stuff like
the
that.
other thing that I want to mention is specifically during the regular season when J-Dub did play, you guys did lose to this team 3 out of 4 times, correct?
I thought the regular season didn't matter. So which one is it?
But the regular season didn't matter.
I'm asking because in the playoffs
If you're
without
asking
them
me, then no,
and
you've never heard me say the regular season doesn't matter.
okay, cool. Not for you. I know
I saw
that
this
is
matchup
a
throughout the
consistent
regular
theme,
season. I saw you with J-Dub out there
but
still have some of the similar issues. So that's why I think that there is a riddle to be solved
no, you didn't
and
see
things to get
the
better on the
same
offensive ball,
issues with
specifically
J-Dub.
in
They
the
weren't
half
even
court of the
guarding
offense.
they weren't
And then
guarding us
you
the
have to
same
add
way. It wasn't the same thing.
you have to add in the fact the maturity of the Spurs team is such that they're only going to get better at being able to limit the mistakes that they had given you. There were times and throughout all of these games in which they were giving the Thunder easy points. That's not to say the Thunder won't turn them over in future series. They will because the Thunder or should be and project to be a very good defensive team regardless. But this is immature a team on the offensive side as far as protecting the basketball that you're probably going to see as far as the Spurs are concerned. The fact those limited transition easy bucket opportunities should get smaller moving forward, I think is also something that you're going to say, hey, this half court offense has to get better. And that includes SGA being better off ball. That includes having better on ball answers when those things do come into fruition. And again, there's the only reason why I'm saying it. If you had not seen J-Dub on the floor in the regular season versus team, I completely understand your point. J-Dub solves it,
No,
wrap your hands of it, cool
it
with it.
makes no
I saw
sense.
some of these
There's no
similar issues
correlation.
with it on.
There's no
Now
correlation. Just
you're
give me
saying the regular season doesn't matter then.
no, I'm telling you that what you're saying about those matchups is no correlation. They weren't guarding us the same way. J-Dub was literally just coming back from injury this season. His first, I think the Spurs were his where it was somewhere within his first 5 games that he played this season. He played the Spurs in one of those matchups. It's not. All I'm saying is it's not apples to apples. And then on top of that, with the regular season stuff, I still think that the playoffs you see different adjustments and different teams do different things, right? In the regular season, it's kind of like, yo, we're gonna roll the ball out. We may have a certain scheme this game, whatever, but we're not overthinking it. We're not overdoing it. We're not showing our hand too much. We're just playing basketball and letting the cards kind of fall where they may. In the regular season, they dared our role players to beat them, and they were not able to do that. Yeah, cool. In the postseason, some of that still happened, and the role players were beating them. And we were without 2 of our better players, our second and third best scorer, second and third best creator. I think that going into the offseason to say we've got to figure out how to solve the riddle, it's just a stretch for me. I don't think there's a riddle here. I think that that's a good team. We're a better team. Unfortunately, health was not on our side this time. Hopefully, we can run it back. That's it. Good
And
team.
from a Thunder
We get
perspective, that
we
you
get
would say
to
that you're 100%
yeah.
the better team. We will certainly see if you could prove that next year as far as that is concerned. If you want to have a problem with solving the riddle as that being a stretch, that's fine. I think that there need to be adjustments that are made with J-Dub out there if you can, with him being on ball and SJ off ball. I didn't see them during the regular season. You're right, Wes. Maybe you guys didn't try it. That's cool. No problem as far as that is concerned. Again, you'll have the chance to prove that next year. I fully believe that in that aspect too. My thing is, when you get into this matchup next year, that aside, because we agree on that point, there needs to be better answers, specifically in the half court offense, knowing that there's a lot of things at the rim that are not going to be available to SGA, and which made the off court offense a lot more viable previously in other matchups as well. And they have to be prepared to adjust to that with In addition, or yes, ideally, J Dub and AJ obviously having some on-ball responsibilities as far as that aspect is concerned.
Yep, I agree with you there. That's one of the keys to the offseason to me. Developing an offense in which Shea can play off ball, not exclusively, but definitely having that as something you could go to. And Shea improving as an off ball player in the offseason, watching some more film, figuring out ways to be effective. I said the whole nine. So I'm with you there.
All right, I'm gonna do. What's the word I'm gonna do?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be quick. I'll be reading on this for a while. But yeah, I mean, the Thunder, they showed up game 7. I know there were question marks about how the younger guys will play in their first game 7, but I think they did fine. I know they're injured, but I mean they still showed up in game 7. Yeah, the keys in the car. Yeah. And then then they did what they were supposed to do. It was unfortunate that the OKC didn't have those guys, and I think it's okay to bring that up. Them not having their guys helped the Spurs, and then they took advantage of it. And I just think both the Thunder, they'll be fine. Shout out Mercane. I think he did good things in the beginning, but I think the defense slowed down towards the end of the game, so he has to really come out. But the Spurs took advantage and they won. I think Shea will be fine. I think Chet also. I think the whole Thunder team will be good. I know I saw that quote about Chet. Not Chet, Shea watching film to see what it seems like a lot of what the Spurs did. It's like they jumping onto his hip as soon as he opens up his drive, so he really can't get none of his bumps because he's not going downhill. So they're really taking away his push. So he really don't got no counters to that. I think instead of like the step back three I was talking about earlier, I think like a floater or like a runner would be good for him. Maybe just to open up the offense a bit more because he can't really rise up. If he rises up when they're on his hip, it should be a foul. By the letter of the law, it's a foul, but they weren't going to call it in the series, which is funny because they like with all the talks, it was funny because they're not really giving him that, and that's a foul. So if he gets a runner or a floater, that's probably be counter to that. And then the same thing to Chet. I think it's a little bit overreaction with like some of his like mentally saying like he's like weak as a player. I just think there was is a big skill gap with what was going on with the Thunder and like what's on the court now. He's out there with against all those guards. The defense is just too fast for him. And I know Tween talked about earlier. The jumper that jumper is too slow. He's never really going to be looked at as an option on the perimeter with like a slow jumper like that. The movement is just slow. He's still not strong enough to create bump against those guards, and they're just too fast. When the ball comes in, they're right in his face. So I just think with better creators out there like AJ, J-Dub, they'll probably do more stuff in the summer. I'm not sure they'll go like a big fish, but I wouldn't be surprised if they traded up with those picks and got like a day one impact rookie. So, and it'll help Chet. It'll help the rest of those guys. And yeah, they take round 1. We'll see round 2 soon. And I still think they're the better team. I still think Shea's number 1. I'm not really changed by the outcome of this. They just, as unfortunate as it is, we're not really crediting the Spurs. They benefited from what happened, and it went their way this year. And we'll see what happens next year or the year after that. But they'll match up again, and we'll see.
I like what you said. I
Said
mean,
Amadou.
even as a neutral, yeah, like that's good stuff. Like even as a neutral, like you ain't have no money on the line in this. Well, I don't know if you did, but you ain't had no
No,
money.
I didn't.
Yeah, you ain't had no money involved. You was a Clippers fan, so I like how you just approach your breakdown of your statements. You know, it's honestly true. Like I don't see nothing different either. Like I still think they're gonna go head on next year, like head up again next year,
Yeah.
or if not next year, the year after that, and maybe OKC if they're healthy, both teams will be better by then because Chet will be a better basketball player, Jada will be a better basketball player, Wemby would. Castle and Harper would. Like it's the facts on the facts. So yeah, man, they benefited. I mean, and it just like it's not discrediting them like he said.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not.
they
It's the
did
truth.
benefit. Like,
Unfortunately, like I don't agree with like the
Disagree with the
riddle.
fact of people saying that's the reason
There's
that they
no.
lost. That's where I would have a disagreement with because
Yeah, okay.
that gives way too much bail to Chet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you use those words, that's the reason they lost. Then, like, you're wrong because, like I said at the beginning, the guys they made their shots. Champagne made their shots. Keldon Johnson made big threes, like De'Aaron Fox, Tommy threes. That Harper three, they had to make those shots. So you gotta give them credit for that. I just think like there's no reason to take back any takes, any like that, like the one you said Ev about them winning the championship. I think they'll be fine, and I'm not sure about going like changing their offense. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. I understand it's the conference finals they lost. Niggas is not really rocking with the Thunder right now, so they're gonna. I know you want to make a take, but it really, honestly, you're gonna be emotional because you just lost. It's cool, but they just need their guys, and they're gonna run it back. And Sam Presti know what he's doing. You really don't got to know Giannis. I wouldn't want Giannis. I wouldn't want none of them they talking about. You just gotta get healthy. See, they go your rookie route. See what guys look like, and just with more time, I think Chet could be better in this series with more guys, more ball handlers on the court. He was this. I don't think this is ever going to be a Chet like he's never going to do what he got to do against these guys. These guys are going to be when they face against the Spurs, it's going to be the guards because it's just too. The game is too fast for him. Their defense is too fast. It's literally 4 guards in Wemby. They have too much foot speed, and I don't think Chet will ever develop that strength because they're letting them foul. I know I don't want to go there, but they have to foul a lot against Chet because they do that against everybody. The bigger guys, the smaller guys can get in the hip, and then they're gonna foul. And Chet, he's not really good against that. So I don't think this will ever be a Chet series. It's gonna be guys on J-Dub, AJ, Shea. Shea is gonna. I'm excited to see Shea next year against this matchup because I know exactly what the matchup is gonna be. The adjustment is gonna be. I'm not sure if he's gonna do the step back 3, but I do expect to see him to get like a counter to hit them on the hip. When he's on the hip, he's either gonna have to because he's too tall and too low to the ground for floaters. So I think just rising and just with he has good touch. He just gonna have to rise and just touch it over. Wemby probably not even gonna jump for those because he don't want to get out of position. He's gonna have to just jump and then rise it, and then with the touch, he's gonna be able to put it on there, and then that'll basically be the adjustment, and they'll go from there. But I think they'll
You
be fine.
saying he should incorporate a push shot?
Yeah, like a push off of 1 foot, rising while going up instead of like a floater because a floater is gonna be too weird with his body style. I think a runner while moving left or right
I can't see SGA
would
doing no
be good for him
floaters.
hitting it off the glass. Yeah, I don't see him doing a
I
floater. He
can't
don't
see
he
him
don't got the
doing no
body like that.
floaters. Hey,
Yeah,
come on,
with 2 hands on a ball, he'll just rise and he'll just hit it off the glass while still moving. But it'll be a tough shot to develop because I don't think he's really ever worked it. If you
He
watch
must
closely in
have
the
had
series, I think
that LeBron shot
yeah,
that he had in 2018. Where
yeah, something
okay,
like that.
that's interesting.
You know,
That's interesting.
yeah. But I think they'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. He's good enough. He's
Oh,
smart
for
enough.
sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think Thunder are 100% fine. They just got unlucky, bro. It happens.
I'm gonna do appreciate that, my brother. We got Miles and Mazak, and that's the last 2. If y'all want to speak, if Miles, if you want to speak on it, or you just listening, that's cool too. Miles going once, Miles going twice. All right, what's up, Mazak? You want to close it out?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I'll close it out. I think what Amadou said, what Tween said, what Wes said, all DMAC, they all made good points, bro. I'm just gonna speak. Yeah, like I really had them losing. I've even when this year's going out to try to bet people. Even both these teams that had the Knicks beating them, even with the injuries, especially for OKC, because just the lack of shot creation with AJ and Data about. But I'm just so disappointed in Chet. I heard Goods and even West a little bit kind of talk the top 15 player, and I did believe them. He's a good player, but this is the last time I'm gonna take elite defenders seriously. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, my girl called. But if you're just an elite defender like a Rudy or if you have no on ball creation, or if you do have on ball creation, it's not consistent, and you just have no on ball juice, bro. It's hard to be a top 15, top 10 player in the world. You know what I'm saying? Especially where these guys had them. So he's with the Jalen Johnsons and shit moving forward. And obviously, I do believe he'll be much better next year, and he'll help. Right now, she's spamming me. My bad. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say from OKC side. They'll get better next year. I think AJ, they got to make some moves. I don't know if they're keeping Dort or not, but they got Case and they got a bunch of wings they could keep around. Yeah, I don't know. The league is still their league. You know what I'm saying? This series don't mean shit, but they're probably going to be the favorites coming in next year, and we're all going to have them winning the chip coming next year. So nothing for the Spurs side. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? It's a great young team. You know what I'm saying? They took advantage of the draft and just tanked for 3 years. So I really have no respect for them because they got 3 top 5 picks in 3 years straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's not that's just unethical tanking, and now no team is able to do that again because of the new league change. So they're going to be a dynasty for a long time. So shout out Wemby, shout out Harper, and Harper and Castle are just going to get a lot better, bro. And especially once they find a way to get rid of Fox after this final series, and next year, bro, they're going to be a much more dangerous team. But yeah, more onto the Shea shit. I understand he was dealing with tough coverages and shit. We've never seen that before. But I just don't find that as the best player in the world. I can't make an excuse for his poor lack of play. You know what I'm saying? Shooting
40 from the field and not being able to shoot like 20% for free, no matter what coverage, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen Kawhi in 2019 get dealt with tougher coverages than this, you know what I'm saying? And like no one's gonna disagree with me on that. And he was still able to shoot above 50%. So like the coverage shit's just not an excuse for me. So like obviously he's Canadian, he's like we live in the same country and I rock with my guy, but like I just can't have him best in the world talks moving forward. But I think the first time ever the best in the world is just empty, you know what I'm saying? It's right there for the taking, and we'll see what happens next year. But like I'm just not gonna go with this forward that he played bad because the coverages they were guarding him. Like he played bad himself. Like game 6 wasn't good, bro. Coverage or not, you know what I'm saying? He didn't play good. Like the coverages did play a factor into it. But when you're the best player in the world, you're supposed to fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen multiple players have dealt with the similar coverages and we're able to produce. You know what I'm saying? The Shaves, that's not one of them ones, and I think we're just too fast on him. You know what I'm saying? He won a chip. He had an amazing all-time season. And we just like set high expectations and we just go. But like we just got to start slowing down with these level of players. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not ready for the expectations we give them. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say from Shea's standpoint. I think West and Goods were just like I don't know. They're just kind of being weird with it because like I remember Ev was saying like he even with the injuries like he could see Wemby being the best player in the world and like West just couldn't understand that, bro. Like he was crashing out, you know what I'm saying? He just couldn't see a possibility and like look what it is, bro. Wemby completely outplayed him. You know what I'm saying? I still believe he would have outplayed him even if Chet and if J-Dub and what's his name, AJ Mitchell was down there. So like shout out Wemby, you know what I'm saying? Like amazing game. I think he had maybe like 2 bad games. Even he had a bad first half too, but he came back completely outplayed Shea and like there's no argument now. Like he was the best player of that series and he has a chance to win his first ring, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll outplay I still think the Knicks win that shit, but you know what I'm saying? It'll be a good series, bro. It was the same series 1999. It'll be really good must watch TV, you know what I'm saying? We don't know who's going to win. And that's pretty much all I got to say, man. It was a great series, you know what I'm saying? Shout out OKC. They'll probably win next year, but yeah, shout out Spurs.
Amazing. You know, everybody thinks differently on this platform. Everybody that's fake.
But you're trying to speak this to me. What do you mean? Everyone? Come on, you agree with my points though, like the shot creation
we all
shit.
say different things. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah, we all said different things today. This is an amazing 3-hour show recapping the NBA Western Conference Finals Game 7. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs advancing to the NBA Finals for the first time since 2014, where they won, beat my Miami Heat. At the end of the day, now they have a new face of the franchise. Then it was Tim Duncan. Then it was supposed to pass on to Kawhi Leonard. Now it's Wemby, and he'll be there for 10 plus years, so or a long time. While having hopefully Castle and Harper as his running mates going forward. So Wednesday, Knicks Spurs. Again, if there's no space covering the NBA Finals Monday or Tuesday or whatever the case may be, then I will then do a show on Wednesday. Let's say 6 p.m. going to like 8 p.m., 8:15. If I do that, and I will then send out a tweet on Twitter and also post it in Discord. So it's very important to follow Fact and Stats on Twitter at Fact and Stats _. This is an amazing show today. I'm about to go outside and then go to like a park or something like that. Enjoy the amazing weather that we are having in the DMV area this weekend. Hopefully it's the same thing in 2 weeks when the cookout is on Saturday, June 13th. Thank y'all for the support, y'all. Y'all have a great Sunday. Peace, blessings, and love. Do what makes you happy. Stay positive, stay prayed up, and stay blessed. I'll talk to y'all